Hello, just seeing if we've gone live. I know there's some problems with Facebook today. Let's just check. I've come a couple of minutes early and I'll hopefully get on and we'll see. I've just got my phone at the side of me, so I'll see if it comes on there. Hello everyone, hope you're well. I'm just popping on there we go, we're live. We are a wee bit early, but that's good. Joanne is with us. I just wanted to get on and make sure it was working because I'd seen some other people who were doing lives been having trouble getting onto Facebook and getting their lives going. So we are good to go. And I've just put out the card that we did on the last live for you to have a look at in case you missed it. Hi Joanne, thanks for joining us. So last live we did, I was looking at some embossing folders and I inked the deboss side with green and put a bit of gold wax in the centre of the flowers and used that as my background. Hi Debbie, thanks for joining us. Hi Jackie, thanks for joining us. I'm just showing you the cards I made last time, so just till we get going a little bit. And I've come on a couple of minutes early, so I'll just give people a chance to join in. And then as well as this deboss background that we did, this is from Traditional Christmas, and then I was looking for some flowers that would maybe go with it, so I found these are ruffled buttercups that I think we've all had in the past from Dawn, which I just put some stickles in the centre to make them a little bit gold, and that was using sandstone, which is a bit of a bronzy goldy colour. I really like that one. It's quite a nice shade. And then I used some foliage from Dawn, which you can see started life this colour, but that was really a bit too pale for the card. So I used some acrylic marker pen, metallic marker pen to colour it up both sides, just to make a nice little embellishment, the colour that I thought would match. Hi Vivian, thanks for joining us. I'm getting everybody starting to come in now. So that was last week's one of last week's cards, and then in the background I've just put some cut out holly and berries as well. So that was a nice one to make, and I've used I think it's a forest green linen cardstock for the card base. So that was that one. The other card that I made last time was from the Woodland Christmas Tales. Had to watch back one of your videos where you made a little book. I bought the tools and couldn't remember what to do with them. Well, I think I might do that as a proper live altogether, or make a video on it, because the bookmaking bits were sort of added to the end of some lives, so they're not easy to find. So I think that might be something else I'll do as another live, or I'll make it into a video and pop it on so people can find it a bit easier. This one that we did, the background was on that. It's a really nice brown, I think it might be the Wood Effect card from Dawn, and that was the emboss side that I used and just put gold wax on to highlight it. And then all I've done is matte and layer the different elements and add the stickles. That's that sandstone stickles that is on the card that I've added to the pine cones and the little bits and pieces. I think the one in the candle was actually one of the maybe stardust and a little touch of sunburst, which is a yellowy gold coloured one, which is nice for the bees. So you don't really need to do an awful lot when you've got such gorgeous images, some lovely card for matting and layering, and then stickles, and it looks really, really effective. So I'm not on the Dawn Bibby Creations page. It's only Dawn and Sarah who go live on there. I'm only live in the group, Crafting with Dawn Bibby group. So that's the only place you'll find me in here. So hi Jo, hi Louise, and hi Michael. and Sarah. Anybody else I've missed? Thank you for joining us. We're just looking at some cards I made last time, just to give people a chance to come in. Hi Sue, thanks for joining us. So that was another one, and then this one wasn't quite finished. It was an embossing folder with a die cut centre panel, and all I did was I actually embossed onto some of Dawn's background paper, so the design is already there from the background paper, and then I've highlighted the embossed part that I've added with some ink, so you can see that embossing coming out, and it looks really good. So that's a good idea, just to put some of Dawn's background papers through an embossing folder and then ink up, and I think it looks really effective. And all I did then was put a bit of gold wax around to highlight the frame. So that's what we did last time. So hi Colette as well. I think Amber's just joined us as well. So we're getting a good amount coming in. I came on a wee bit early, so I just want to make sure. 7:35, so we're all right. And yes, if you have a look in group, Joanne has started to tease you with a look at some of Dawn's new collection that's coming, which is a girly collection, and you'll be seeing some more makes coming out over the next week. So Joanne will be popping some in. I'm going to wait till I've done my lives, and then I'll have a little bit play then. But watch out for Joanne's creations. I'm coming live again on Tuesday. We've got Lorraine on Monday. We have Louise on Tuesday afternoon. I'm on Tuesday evening. We have Lorraine on Wednesday and Thursday, I do believe. Do we have anybody Friday? I'm not sure. I'll have to have a little look at the schedule. And then Saturday we've got Sarah on Dawn Bibby Creations page in the afternoon, and I'm on in the evening back in the group. So hopefully we'll keep you all occupied this week while Dawn's away, and I'm hoping that we might make a few sales tonight as well, because we're doing a craft and chat and live selling session tonight. So let's put last week's cards away to the side. We don't need those anymore. And we shall have a little look at what we're doing today. So I have Jackie and Michelle helping in the background. What I thought I would do first, I'm going to go through all of the things that we've got to sell tonight, because there's not a huge amount, but then you get to see what everything is. And we're going to put them up as lots, like Dawn does. And then we will see what we can make with the kit and the embellishment sets. So hopefully we'll get a few sales tonight. That would be nice if we can support Dawn. So the first collection that we've got, or let me just answer that question there. So Michael Cooley is asking, what collections do you like working with so far? Do you know, they're absolutely all of them that I've had, they're all different, but they've all got their own little ways of putting things together. And I've enjoyed playing with them all. So there may be some things that I might not necessarily have chosen myself straight off, but then I've given them a go and I've made some really nice projects. So I think it's just really hard to say which is the favourite ones. I've enjoyed the peacocks. I haven't had a chance to play with all of them. It's just so busy, isn't it? They're coming out fast and furious. So I'm enjoying really just playing with them. But I'm happy if anybody's got any favourite collections. Just give us a shout if there's anything that you want to see in particular as well. But I think just the way Dawn puts the collections together, it makes it very easy to craft with and fun. And there's lots that you can do with them. And you can come out with some really lovely cards. I mean, if you look at this, this is the one we've got for tonight. So this is lot 1. Father Christmas paper kit. Jackie's put that up already and it's $7.99. So I'm going to show you what you get with it. These toppers, you would make very quick, easy cards with them without just a bit of matting and layering, a bit of stickles, and then you'll be off. So we've got 6 toppers there, which are all Father Christmas. And he's got a really kind, sort of jolly little face, hasn't he? He looks lovely on there, very friendly Father Christmas. So quite a modern one, not really a scary old traditional one maybe. This one is with the animals. So you've got another set of 6 toppers there, all with the little animals in the woods. That's really gorgeous as well. Then you've got a 3rd set, and that's with Mrs. Christmas. So they make a cute little couple, making hot chocolate, making cookies, decorating the tree, and just watching the world go by. So that's a lovely one as well. And then we move on to the larger designs. So you can make some really big statement cards. So you've got the tree and the sleigh. You've got Mrs. Christmas and making the cookies and hot chocolate, sitting looking at the moon. You've got a bigger one with the animals. So there's 3 of those. So 3 of the smaller toppers, 3 of the big toppers. And then you've got background paper, all the little cute animals. So you can use this as a background paper, or as I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be fussy cutting some of those out. That's another one, but just on a slightly smaller scale for you. And then there's a lovely tree background one there. And then there's a large scene. So that could you could decorate the scene up however you would want to. Make that into an A4 frame if you wanted to do it as a special picture for somebody for Christmas and put their little animals on, put the Father Christmas on. So we're going to have a little look at what we can do with this today. Then got our page of sentiments and borders. Very useful. So that's your collection. So for $7.99 you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lovely good quality pages. If you would like the papercraft collection, you can order that tonight as lot 1. If you prefer the digital download, then pop on to Dawn Bibby Creations and it is $6.99 in the digital download section. So you can get a hard copy and a digital copy. So the hard copy orders can come in tonight, and the digital collection, you go online to order that. And that will then go straight to your email and you'll have it straight away to craft with. So that's lot 1. I'm going to do something with that. Second lot that we've got is the accompanying card pack. So Dawn puts together some really gorgeous card packs that match the collections. This one is $7.99. We've got 24 sheets, and I'll show you the colours that we've got here. So we've got some pearlized ivory that is double-sided. So that pearlized ivory is double-sided. You've got 2 of those. You've got that lovely glittery encapsulated iridescent card, and there's 2 of those. That's your snowy scenes. You've then got some lovely glitter card, and you've got 2 of the Christmas green. You have, just a second, where's my little cards? You've got 2 of Christmas red there. And then we've got 2 of the plain red. We have 2 of the gorgeous pearlescent green. That's single-sided, but it's a really lovely colour. I love that one. 2 of the lovely navy. So you can see the colours really complement well. I'll show you in a minute. We've got some linen cardstock in brown. We've got some gold cardstock for matting and layering. We've got a lovely blue sheen, satiny, shiny cardstock. We have another gold glitter. And this, I love this card. This is one of my favourite colours at the minute. So this is a green. It has got a little hint of sort of black in it. I don't know how to describe it. If you haven't got it, it's gorgeous. Absolutely love this. And it is double-sided, so it makes fabulous cards. It's a really dark foresty sort of green because of that sort of black colour that's inside. And then your last one you've got is the plain green, Christmas green as well. So they're perfectly curated by Dawn to match the collection, but they'll also go with a lot of your other ones. So I'm going to do on Tuesday, I'm going to show you Oh Christmas Tree and the Snowman collection that Dawn's brought out. And I think these would also go really well with that. So that's your card colours, and you can see with the toppers they go really well with the blues in there. And then if you look at the sort of darker one there, that's got more green and red in. This card's probably a nice one to look at. So you can see the greens and reds going in that one, and the browns and the golds. And then you might want to use your blues and your silvers and your red and green with that one as well. So perfect matches. That's your lot number 2, and that is your Father Christmas card pack. So I'm going to leave these out handy because I'm going to need to use some of these. There we go. Anybody that I've missed saying hello to, we've got Michelle and Karen have joined us. Christine. Christine's asked for lot 2. Let me just pop that down. If I miss anything, please just pop it down again. I've got a little list here to do, and I've got Jackie and Michelle helping as well. We've got Karen and Julie have joined us. Carol's joined us. Tracy's joined us. That's great. So we've got a little order in for the card pack, and I don't think I've seen any orders for the actual card kit. I've got Debbie on as well. So for the card pack, we have got available 9 sets ready to go, and it's $7.99 for 24 sheets. And it's a really good colour palette for a lot of the Christmas collections that Dawn has brought out. So I think it's a really good buy. Debbie's asked for lot 1 as well. Thank you, Debbie. That's great. So I might not see all of the comments, but I'm hoping that the lovely ladies helping me will also see them. And if anybody is missing them, then just shout up again. There we go. So we've got Debbie as somebody's liked you, so that's good. You've been spotted. Brilliant. Right. Okie dokie. We're back up to date again. Yeah, brilliant. So we've got Debbie down for lot 1 and 2, and Christine down for lot 2 as well. Right, so now we're going to move on to the 3rd lot, and this card pack, I think it's gorgeous. You might not think it looks very much of anything actually, but it's really, really, really good. So let me just show you. This one is called Season's Greetings. This is lot 3. It's a gold card pack, and it has 10 sheets for £2.95 and 20 sheets for £4.50. So this one is lot 3, and probably if it was me, I'd be going for 20 sheets because I can see a lot of uses for this as well. So on the reverse side, you've just got a lovely, it's like a muted gold. I like it. It's really lovely. And that'll go for all your matting and layering or features if you want to use it. You know, for this price, you can do whatever you want to do. I've got Jackie who's doing the lot in, Michelle. So far, I've just listed on my own. If you do see anybody asking for anything, that would be great if you could just write it down as well, Michelle. We'll just try to sort of, I don't think I'm gonna, there's not a huge number of lots, so I'll be able to get it typed up okay, but it's just if you and Jackie can help me just keep an eye on who's there and make a little note if you see anybody who's ordered any, and that I don't go too far over the numbers. This one we've got unlimited amounts basically because there's plenty of these. On the side here, I'm hoping that you'll be able to see, it's got Season's Greetings written in it. And you may not be able to see that, but it just gives you, it's like embossed on the surface. Almost feels like a material feel on the surface as well. You know, if you don't know, yeah, you can't really tell that. But I'm going to show you what I did to have a little play with this. So I decided that that would be great, matting and layering. The colour's lovely to go with everything. But what if I wanted to make it a little bit different? And I think so you can actually see the writing on here. I have done a little bit of colouring. So here we go. Hopefully you can see those words now. So what you can do is you can ink over it, you can wax over it, and you can change the colour of the card up to how you want it. So you'll see this little square here is the card that's plain. I've got carried away with all my colours, but you can see the words on this now. I've used like a blue and a green ink under these, and then I've done different colour waxes on the top. I've done purple wax on this one and a red wax on that one. These are like a greeny wax and a greeny ink and a gold wax. So I think it's really good that you can change this up and get different colours and effects to go with any project you want. So I'll just show you on a little bit how easy that is. I should have a little bit handy. If not, I'll just use another one. It's fine. Let's grab a little corner on here. So if I say pick a green, I've got a nice green ink here. And we'll just put a bit of ink over the top. You can then see the words starting to come in. You'll see that embossed, the embossed words coming out. Easy peasy with just a bit of ink, any ink. I've used that Versacraft ink, I've used VersaFine Clair ink, I've used a Distress Oxide ink, I've used the Studio Light ink. So I've had a play with all the different inks that I have, and it all worked. You can get any of your waxes or pastes that you want. I've been fiddling with all different colours. I'll just put a little bit of this gold over. And this will then sort of go into the background, and your green will stay in the foreground. Just pop your wax on. And then all I've been doing then as well is getting my bit of paper and giving it a little rub like that. And get our wax over it like that. And then you could even go a little bit over the top to get that green out again, and it comes up lovely. So I'll maybe put a bit of silver on, a little bit of that dark green one on, you can see. So the waxes, I've got some Pentart wax, which Dawn stocks all different colours of, so you can have a look at those. And I've got a different brand. So that, I'm not being particularly careful with that. But you know, you can see it'll work all right. Give a little rub around. And go on again with the gold. And just get different shades of green coming on here for you. That's a darker green, so that one's sticking up out a little bit more. This one's an antiquing paste, which is from Dawn. So, but you can get your Pentart waxes as well, just anything at all. And then if you've got any other brands of waxes that you use, just grab them, and you could stick a bit of that over as well. So I know a lot of you've got Pentart, and there's lots of different shades in that. This one is a bit of a bright turquoise one. So you can just see the idea. There you go. So I just wanted to show you that actually it might not look, I don't think it looks very much on the screen. I'll take photographs after that you can have a look at, but I think it's very good in the way that you can change the colour up a bit and make it what you want it. So let me just check through what we've got on the orders. There you go. I'll lift it up a little bit. I know it's difficult for you to see it in this light, but you can see what I've been doing, what I've been playing with. Hopefully that's coming through all right on the screen. Just lift it up a little bit higher. There, you can see the greeting coming through. So very, very versatile. I do like that card, really good. So let's just pop down if we've got any more little orders here, because I think we've got a few there. So, and there's loads of these available, so there's nobody that we need to worry about numbers for this one. So that was lot 3, and we've got Joe Jasper for 20 sheets. Julie Jones is 10 sheets. Sue Young for 20. Ladies, could I order some red liner tape pack, please? You can order a red liner tape pack. So the red liner tape pack is $9.99, and you get 12 reels in the sizes 3, 6 and 9mm. So we can pop that lot at the end of the ones we're doing at the minute. But I will put Julie Jones on there just so we know, because I've got that written down on my paper. So Alison Mortimer as well for lot 3, thank you. That's brilliant. So anybody else wants to order, then you can just do that as we're going along. So the next packs are little bits of embellishments and loveliness to go with it all. So the first one we've got 8 sets of this one available, but there is more that can be made up. So there's 8 ready to go, and there's more that can be made. So this one is £2.49, and this pack we've got 5 yards, I'm assuming they're yards because Dawn tends to do things in yards, of different Christmas ribbons. So you've got a lovely gold, these are all wired edge. You've got the lovely gold and Christmas green, that one. You've got a candy stripe and silver there, that's lovely. We have a gorgeous tartan with some gold thread running through as well. Nice wired edge, so it makes it easy for you to make any bows. And I find them a lot easier when you're actually making cards with them, because the wired edge helps to hold it round the edge of the card when you're popping it on, and it holds its position really well. So that's the tartan one. Then you've got a bright green with the red and white polka dots on the edges. That would go really well with the elves, I think. That one, and maybe the candy stripe would as well. So the elves collection that Dawn's got. So that's that. And then the next one, we've got the poinsettia, and that is beautiful. So that again has got the gold running through it. So we've got 5 gorgeous ribbons in that set, and it's only £2.49 for those 5 yards of ribbon. I'm going to try and do something with everything tonight, if I can, to show you why you want them. So this pack is the Christmas ribbon set, £2.49. So that's lot 4. So we have got Louise Parr on lot 4, Karen Boland, thank you ladies, Kelly Machiavelli, Joe Jasper, Alison Mortimer. So we've got 8 that are ready to go straight away once Dawn's back from her halls, and then she said she could make more of these ones up if people wanted them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gone. So we've got 3 left for immediate order, but there are more available. There we go. So that's number 4. Lot 5 is a little goodie bag. Now we've got 6 of these available at the moment, and these are again £2.99. So Dawn's kept the prices really affordable for you tonight for everything. I think that's really good. So in this pack we've got a little mixture of ribbons and Christmas embellishments. So let's have a little look. Now I've taken a bit of this off, so this is not the full length of it because I've already pinched a bit for something else. That's coming Tuesday. We've got a lovely Merry Christmas border, which you could use for your sentiments or just to add to your cards or your wreaths if you wanted a little something hanging on the tags. So Tuesday night I'm going to do something a little bit different, so please come and join me. Hopefully it'll be something that you're interested in seeing. Next one, we've got another 2 more ribbons. So we've got some more tartan in the Christmas red and the Christmas green. Again, these are wired edge, so they're nice and easy to use. And in the red and in the green. This one is lot 5, £2.99. Now also in the kit, you've got some of the little snowballs. Dawn does, so you've got a fair few there. We've got some little tiny bells that actually jingle. So again, it's going to go with a lot of your collections, and you might want these for your little, well, any of them, elves, reindeers. Dawn's put some new kits up today. There's you know, a few new Christmas ones for you to have a look at. I think these are going to go well with everything. You've got a little bag of bits for your shaker cards, and this has got little glittery bits in. It has got tiny little green Christmas trees, tiny little white Christmas trees, tiny little stockings or candy canes. Are they candy canes in the red and white stripes? I can see a tiny little gingerbread man in there. Little sequins. So that's a lovely little mixture. We've got all the red, the white, the silver, the green, and the little brown gingerbread men as well. So that's lovely. Hopefully you can see that. I'll hold it still because I'm just poking at it on the screen at the minute and you can't see. Put that higher. See if that's any good. I'll be on again at 7:30 on Tuesday. Yes, Joe. I've put a post up before this live just so I wouldn't forget. So these ones, if you want to pick up the tiny bits, yes, you need your tweezers, or you can just pop it straight in your shaker card. And then the last bit, these are a little bit easier to manage. These are some little tiny candy canes to add to your projects. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little, they feel like that's probably that Fimo type stuff. So that's little candy canes for you as well. So that's lot 5 and it's only £2.99. So let's go and see who's after this little set. So we've got Louise Parr, lot 5, Louise Parr, Karen Boland, Joe Jasper. So I've got 3 more left of those, if I've done my maths right. Yeah. That's it. So we've got 3 more of those available for straight away. She didn't say she could make any more of these ones up, so this might just be all there is. So we've got some ribbons and we've got some shakers. We've got some bells, some candy canes and some snowballs. So I think that's a really good little Christmas kit as well at a really good price. And we'll grab something out of there to use later as well. I'll try and use something out of everything to show you. So that is lot 5. We're nearly done with lots. I don't have too many more. Now this is a shaker set and I don't have the full kit. Dawn has sent me a bit of it. I've got 3 packets and there's 1 more packet that should be in here. This one is lot 6 and there's a set of 4 shaker and I have got 6 available, I think. The shaker mix. It says there 6. On my bit of paper I put 5. That's because Dawn told me there was another one. That's right. Sorry, I've just knocked my thing. So we've got 6 available of the shaker mix. I'll try and show you what's in these ones. Yeah, there's only this available. Dawn has joined us. So the only one that we can make more of is the Christmas ribbon set at £2.49. But that's the last of this little kit. And I think that's a good buy for £2.99. Get it while you can. Definitely. So this is a limited run of shaker bits. So the first one, I can see reindeer, trees, lots of sequins, little colours of gold, white, red, silver, iridescent. Perfect for your Christmas shakers. So that's that one. Pop that down so you can see it. Do we need a little bit of card on the table for you to see these a bit better? Just grab a little bit of card there. Just see if you can see them a little bit easier on this colour. There. The next one that we've got, this is really cute. I love this one. So this one has got some candy cane colours. It's got red, pink, blue, yellow, green in like little circles, like your bits of sticks of rock. It's got little Santas in and lots of sequins and glittery bits. So that's a lovely one as well. Hopefully you can see that. Popping it on the green card so you can see it a bit easier. Pop it at the top there because then there's no writing on that part, is there? The third packet is, again, it's all brilliant Christmas colours. So this one is the one which was in the Christmas embellishment kit, I think, as well. So this is the little gingerbread men, the little trees, the little candy canes, and all the greens, reds and whites and silvers and iridescents in there. And the fourth one that I haven't got but will be in your kit is snowflakes and snowmen. So they're all going to be really good for this collection, for your traditional Christmas collection, for your elves collection, for the snowman collection, for the, what's the other one I'm doing on Tuesday, the old Christmas tree. So they're all really good colours for everything. So you've only got one there that you can't see, but it'll be equally as gorgeous, and that's snowflakes and snowmen. So lot 6, shaker mix. Have we got anybody who has requested that? I know you all love your shakers and your shaker cards. We don't have anybody yet, which is a surprise because they're gorgeous. But when we'll, yeah, maybe I'll have to do a card with them and then you'll be able to see what they're like. So there you go. Let's put those back into the kit packet. So we've got 6 sets of those available. So, and they've all been put together by Dawn so that they are going to match with all the collections really well. Anybody else who's joined I haven't seen? We've got Sam. Hi Sam, and Dawn popped on. I don't know if she's staying. She should be getting ready for a holiday and having a rest. So hopefully she's going to do that. Right, this last one that I've got for you. We have got 10 sets of these left available, but I think that's it, and it's a lovely kit. So this one is £2.99 again. I'm going to show you this. This is snowflakes, ribbons and embellishments. Dawn's doing invoices so she can join us. Right, so get ready because it's gorgeous. Right, first of all we've got this ribbon. So all these little ribbon packs will be yards of ribbon. This one is gorgeous. So it's wired edged. It's got the iridescent sheen on it and that lovely, it's like snow with all the gorgeous, you know, when it's like shining in the sun and it catches it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I think more people might want this set than we've got available. But I think, yeah, actually Dawn's got us a few of these. So fingers crossed there's enough to go around. Then we've got that lovely blue satin edge. So that's a gorgeous ribbon as well. The next ribbon we have, I love this one. This is gorgeous. So this is that blue, like a deep blue with the white snowflakes on. And the snowflakes are glittery. That is absolutely stunning. And that's a large size and it's wired edge again. So absolutely gorgeous. So you're getting another yard of that one. Next we've got this, and I have not got any of this until this has arrived, and this is stunning. So this is like that sort of mesh that we had, and we used some for the seaside collection, I think. But it's got these gorgeous little shiny bits in it which are coming in. I can see all colours: pink, green, blue, yellow, gold, silver. It's really iridescent and shiny. It's absolutely stunning. So it's different to the other sort of embellishment, the blue embellishment kit that Dawn did. This one is a really good, affordable, £2.99, bargain. But look at this, you get a large piece of this. So this is going to last you and do a lot of projects for you. Look at that, huge piece. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I hope you can see the colours in that, catching the light. I've got my lamp on, so hopefully you can see it. But absolutely stunning. So I think it's worth getting this pack just for that, because I love that. We'll definitely have to put that on something tonight. So that's that one. And then as well as that, we've got some little stickers. So we've got a snowflake in blues, 3 stickers. They catch the light as well, so they're not just plain. Hopefully you can see they've got little iridescent bits in them as well. If I do that with them on the screen, perhaps you can see that shining. So they're not a flat sticker. They've got that iridescence through them as well. You've got this little snowflake, and it's like a hanging one. So it's got a little hole there. You can hang it onto some ribbon or string and pop that on your projects. I think that's lovely as well. So that's a really pretty snowflake, that one. Then we've got a little packet of Flower Soft. So I had this years and years ago. It's still obviously still around. So this looks like snow. So all we need is some of Dawn's glue, and you pop that down on your project, put your Flower Soft on, and it gives you that 3D element that looks like snow. And again, you can't really see that very easily on the screen, but there's a little packet of Flower Soft, and Flower Soft does go quite a long way. Yeah, we've got this. I did let Jackie, because she's doing my lots, I let her put a little, reserved her little kit beforehand, because I thought, oh, this one might go. So the next little pack, we've got 2 more little packs in this. So this one's never ending. These are pretty little, I know, honestly, there's never ending this pack, Michelle. Everybody needs to get their little orders in. This has actually got, don't know if you can see, so we've got silver, floral or snowflake, whatever shape you would like it to be, silver bead in that centre part, and I don't know if you can see, but each of these little petal parts is a little gem. So it's like a little cubic zirconia diamante type element all the way around there. So that's going to really sparkle on your projects as well. That's absolutely gorgeous. So you've got a whole packet of those, tons in there. Do you want me to tell you how many? So you know, you're just getting tons in this pack for the price. I don't understand how Dawn does it really. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11. It's probably supposed to be 10. I don't know, but there's all those little gorgeous blings. So they're going to be good. Put them back in the little packet so don't lose any. That's the only problem with me taking them out. So we've got one more thing to show you in this kit, and then I think we'll take all your orders, and then we will have a little look at what we can make. Pop them all back in. And we'll recap again at the end. So once you've seen what you can make, if you want to order anything then, you can. And the last little collection in this is some snowflakes. So you can see these little pearls. These are pearl snowflakes. So again, I think these are different to some of the other ones that we've had before. So you've got a little selection of pearl snowflakes there. Absolutely gorgeous. So I think this pack is just phenomenal. I don't really know why you wouldn't want it for that price, to be fair. So let's put them all back in, and you can see we've got that lovely glitter, gorgeous ribbons, stunning. honestly, stunning ribbons. I've got 4 stunning pieces there, straight off. And then as well as that, we've got snowflakes, stunning gems with Diamante, Flower Soft, stickers which have got an iridescent sheen in amongst them, and a snowflake embellishment which could go lovely on a tag or any piece really, mixed media or a card. So that one is lot 7. So far we've got, I know I've got Jackie Jones. Let's have a little look and see who else is on there. Hopefully they'll all go because it's such a gorgeous kit, that one. Lot 7, we've got Louise Parr. Let's pop these down. Been very organised with my bit of paper. Jo Jasper. Karen's got them all already. Julie Jones. Kelly Machiavelli. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Oh, Karen Boland says have it anyway. Go for it, Karen. It's lovely. Jackie's on my list already. Colin, Julie. So Julie Horan as well. And Michelle Stevenson. Let's have a little look. Karen Milne. Just 2 left, you're right. Just 2 left there. It's not Albie in the background. No, Sarah. It must have been next door's dog. So only 2 left in that. So, thank you so far for all your orders. And we will do another little recap afterwards. I've only got 2 left in that one. So they're going to be a little bit lonely if we just have 2 left on Dawn's bag. She won't want any of them left, to be fair. We need to get some shakers sold, so I'll have to make a shaker card, which might not have been quite on my list, but it might be now. Christmas and embellishment ribbon set. That's lot 5. And I've got 3 down left for straight away. And then the first set, we've got 8 available. So we've got 3 of those, sorry, available straight away, but more can be made. And then we've got all our lovely card collection. So let's get on and see what we can make. And hopefully we'll sell some more as we're going along. I knew that last one was going to be the most popular one because it's just got tons in it and it's absolutely gorgeous. So, but again, the other ribbons and bits and pieces, I'm trying to use as much as I can of the kit tonight so that you can see how they go with each other. Right. The other things that we've got, consumables, we can add on as we're going along. I've got red liner tape for Julie Jones, so that could always be a lot 8 because Julie Jones has ordered. Vivian Strange has just popped in for that lot as well, lot 7. So only 1 left of those, and there is no more. That is it. There we go. We just got 1 more to go. So this one, we've just got 1 more left. Thank you very much, ladies. So red liner tape, I've had that not so long ago. And it's Dawn Bibby's package, £9.99. And you get the 3 different sizes, 12 rolls altogether in the red liner tape. And so it's £9.99. Julie Jones has asked for it. So I'm going to pop that down as lot 8 on here, if anybody else wants any of that. And then I've written down, if anybody asks about any other bits and pieces that we're using, I can add those lots in if we need to, but I'm not going to add them in unless we need to, because it's a lot of extra work then. Hi Patsy, thanks for joining us. Can you read your list for lot 7, please? I can. So lot 7, Michelle, I have Jackie Jones, who you may not have had because she did hers before the live. I'll let her have a quick look because I knew she'd be busy lotting. So we've got Jackie Jones, Louise Parr, Jo Jasper, Julie Jones, Kelly McAvilly, Karen Boland, Julie Horan, Michelle Stevenson, Karen Milne and Vivian Strange. So that's lot 7. So there's only one left on lot 7. On lot 5, I've got Jackie Jones, Louise Parr, Karen Boland and Jo Jasper. Lot 4, Louise Parr, Karen Boland, Kelly McAvilly, Jo Jasper, Alison Mortimer. Lot 3 for the Season's Greetings 10 sheets, we've got Julie Jones. Season's Greetings 20 sheets, we've got Jo Jasper, Sue Young, Alison Mortimer. Lot 2 for the card pack, Christine McNeil and Debbie Owen. Lot 1 for the kit, Debbie Owen. So hopefully that all matches you, Michelle. Thank you very much, and thanks for doing that lotting for me as we're going along. And lot 8 for the red liner tape, Julie Jones. Marvellous. So did I have any questions there? Did I get a rest? I got a little mini rest, but then Albie started barking at me again. So myself and Michelle are matching. Brilliant. Right. Hi, Gillian. We're just about to start the demonstrations, but we'll go through anything that I'm using. I'll show you, and we can add in the orders if you would like, and I'll recap at the end as well, so you don't miss what we've got left to buy. So the first one that I've got for you, I've got something sort of half prepared. Let's have a little look. So you can see I did a little bit of that gold card that I showed you earlier on, how I coloured it. So I've got my big page here that I did with all the different colours when I was having a good play. So this one's lot 3, Gillian, if you like the look of this. It comes in 10 sheet packs and 20 sheet packs. £2.95 for 10 sheets, £4.50 for 20 sheets, and it's really versatile. So it's like a gold colour, feels almost like a material to the touch, and you can colour it up with your inks and your waxes to get a different effect. So that's what I've done to start with. This is the card as it comes. Sorry, I'll show you that, Gillian, because you might have missed it. So as well, so you can see that there's embossed Season's Greeting words on it. That's when I ended up starting to do a little bit of colour and discovered what I could do with it. So I've done this one. I do believe that I used a VersaFine Claire on the background of that one, and then I did like a tealy and a silvery wax over the top. So that's the first part of the card. The next bit, I wanted to use some of the ribbon, so I'm going to use that. I've just found a 6x6 card blank that we have, and a piece of navy linen card. There is some, wait a minute, let's have a little look. I should use all of the stuff that's in the pack, so let me get rid of that one and we'll get a colour out of here. Oof, that's a nice one, isn't it? So where's my blues in here? There's a blue. That's one. I might go for a little bit of that, although that is a two-sided. Do I really want to use that for this? I'd rather keep the two-sided for a main card. Right, so I'm not going to. I'm going to go back to my... I know I've got 2 of them, but look. I'd rather use that double-sided. I'm going to make a card out of that, so I'm not going to use that. I'm going to go back to my linen card stock, because we've got these on the website, and Dawn does these all the time. So just to make it nice and easy, we will stick... this, I've just matted it down to the size of my 6x6. Now this is really I haven't got all my cards ready to go, but I thought I've gone and thought about them, and hopefully we'll be able to do them in real life, real time, like Dawn does, but not as good, but fingers crossed. But that's a nice navy, so that's the navy in the linen cardstock. And then I've made my background for that, but before I do that, I want to stick down my ribbon. Now 2 seconds, because I'm going to stick my glue gun on as well, because I'm going to put some embellishments on, and I'm going to need my glue gun. Let me just plug it in while we're doing this. If you haven't got a glue gun, I've got one of the older ones, so mine's black, but Dawn has got some blue and orange coloured ones on the website at the minute. The one that is just straightforward, plug it in and go, is £17.99, and the one that is adjustable temperature, so if you need it to be more versatile for whatever you're doing, you can do an adjustable temperature one, and that is £22.99, I do believe. I won't put it as a lot unless anybody's asking for it. So I'm just going to put this sort of heat protection mat down for catching my bits of glue, and then I'm just going to try and get myself back in my seat again. I've kept Aldi out of the way tonight because I just thought, oh, I need all my space. There we go. So yeah, the glue guns they're corded, but they're really good, and I've written down the price of the sticks as well. The sticks are extra long, so they're 300mm long. For a pack of 10 glue sticks, it's only £6.75. So if anybody wants a glue gun or any glue sticks, shout out, and then we can put that down in the book as well. So first bit we're going to do, I've put some red liner tape onto my ribbon, and I'm going to wrap it round. So I haven't got the new glue gun, so we might need to ask Jackie if she gets any dripping. Don't know. This one seems to be okay, but I always put my little heat mat down to get any of the little bits that come off the end. So I'm going to take my red liner tape off. I'm going to pop it around about there. That's it, sticking to my fingernails. There we go, because the red liner tape is really good. And then we're going to wrap it round. Because it's that wired edge, you're going to get it sitting really nicely on your card, and it stretches over beautifully. So let me just undo the next one. So Jackie's found it to be okay so far. Dawn's been using it as well, so I know in our lives she's had the new glue gun out and been using that. But it's just going to be a bit easier for putting some flower embellishments on that I've got ready. So that's why I thought I would go for, hopefully I've lined that up straight. There. So I'm just going to put that on here like that. So I've got my greeting really already done there from that bit. I'm going to pop some foam pads on the back. I've run out of Dawn's foam on a roll, but we do have the foam on the roll. I've got a little bit of black left, but just a smidgen. So she sells the small rolls of the foam, and it's 95p for the small roll, and then it's £4.99 if you want a large, normal, like a large size foam roll. So I'm actually going to order one of those because I've run out of the little ones. I thought I'm just going to get a bigger one. So at the minute I'm just using some other foam pads that I've got. And I'm going to stick these on so that it lifts this bit up a little bit. There we go. Like that. Yeah, the glue, as Sarah Marchant's just pointed out, the glue gun doesn't come with the glue sticks. So if you get a glue gun, order your pack of 10 glue sticks as well. And then you're ready to go. But they're quite a long glue stick and they're going to last you a fair while. Maybe on another live we'll have a look at the glue pot, because I've got the glue pot as well, which Dawn uses with her flowers a lot. So you can see what that's like if you haven't seen Dawn using it. Right, so make sure my card's open in the right way, and I'm just going to pop this on. Now, always I say to you, it may not be straight because I'm not on top of it like you would be on top of it. So if it's a little bit wonky or I haven't got it in the right centered part, please forgive me. Yeah, the glue pot, we can get that out and have a little go with that sometime. So there you go. So I've just used a piece of the ribbon and a piece of the background season's greeting card. And then what I decided I'd have a little look at was some floral bits. So I've got these. I know Dawn was selling these little, these are the little resin flowers that come in different colours. And I know she had some on the sales recently. So I got these out. Let's just pop some here for you. What I've done is I have popped inside the centre of them some of these little stamens. You get a bag full of stamens. I've got a mixed bag. I'm sure you've all had these before. So the mixed bag of stamens, what I tend to do is fold it over. Got 4 little ends there that's going to be in the middle. See if I've got one there. So this one, and what I found when I was doing it, just to make it a little bit easier. Normally, you know, when you get your thread and you suck it and wet it with your mouth. I do when I'm threading a needle. So I'd actually stuck a little tiny bit of glue on the end there, rather than, and it just held them in position a bit easier for me. So when I go to poke it through, it's a bit easier. It's a little bit fiddly, but it just goes through with your little pokey tool like that. And once you get it through, it's not going to do it for me just because I'm live, isn't it? Once I get a smidgen through, I can then pull. There we go. So they all come through. Now I'm going to just pull them so that they're all at the same level down there in the flower, like that. And then what I find I like to do then, so I've made a whole load up and I can just leave them to use when I need to. If you can manage the fiddliness bit, I'll then snip them together there and I'll tie a couple of little knots. If that's too fiddly, just leave them on the hanger and then you can use your glue to fix it at the back. But so I've got these already made up, and they're a lot easier to tie even with that little tiddly bit of glue that I can feel on it. They're a lot easier. And then snip. Now the eagle-eyed among you may have also noticed I've done something else with this flower. So this flower did not come this colour. Do you remember I was using some acrylic marker paint last week on my live? Well, I painted on the back of this one. It was one of the blue flowers. They are a pale blue, so I'll show you it there. Like a pale blue iridescent. And I went on the back with some metallic blue marker pen, an acrylic blue paint, let it dry, and then I've come out with a blue, a really nice blue. So I'm going to use that colour. I'm going to use the pale blue. There's another dark blue. I may use one of the purple ones. So Dawn's been selling these ones, all different colours. So you can just go through and pick. I'm just going to show you. We'll pick a few there. This one I did with a goldy colour pen. And this one I just did with white acrylic behind. So it's the same as the pinky coloured one. That one, it's just the plain pink. I put a little bit of white acrylic behind, and you can see the difference there. So that was another little idea to use with these resin flowers. I'm still getting that lovely iridescence and the colour coming through, but I can just change it up for the project. And the reason I did it was because I'm using these dark colours on here, on this card. I wanted it just to be a little bit more, there to be a little bit more dark colour in amongst it. So we're going to use those. Let's see which ones we want. Now the other bits I decided I would use are, I did do some die cutting as well, because somebody was asking me last week, did I do any die? Oh, just touched my glue gun end with my hand because my little bits have fallen out. But it's fine. So I've cut a few bits of I've got all my little bits here. I've cut a few little bits of die cuts out of some random stash of Christmassy sort of shapes that I had. Then I've also found in another kit that I had from Dawn some little silver flourish bits. So I've got those. And that's it, I think, in that packet. So we'll get them come out. And then I wanted to get something out of here. So I want this lovely silvery stuff now. So one thing I do sometimes do is get the netting that Dawn gives us to use in my embellishments. You know, I've got that little white bit and I can position it however I want, but what I often do is tie a little knot in the middle, and then I can either have it coming that way up or curved or whatever. So I decided that would have a go with a little bit of this as the other embellishment in the background. So I'm going to chop a little bit of this off. Yeah, those little stamens look good. My glue gun is dripping, that means it's ready. So I'm going to cut a little bit of this off. So stamens make those little flowers just look that little bit more special. Yeah, I don't know about that, about the iridescent glitter netting. I didn't know what to call it, so thank you, Karen, that's good. You know what it's called. I'm just going to cut a little bit off. It's amazing, this netting, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. And I've not seen it before, so maybe it's been on lives and I've just not seen it. So I know, like the other netting, you can pull it a little bit to stretch it out into what shape you want. I'm gonna actually just try and do my little tiny knot in the middle bit like I do with my other bits. Just see what it's like. But it just is stunning, really. There we go. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to pull it out. You can hear the pigeons on my roof. And pull that out a little bit at the bottom. So it's a bit like a ribbon, really. Two little ribbony bits, and then we can stick this where we want it on here to put our design on. Maybe we'll pop it here. So before I do the glue, I'm just going to think about it. So I've got that gorgeous glittery element there. I've got some green leaves. Maybe we can put that behind. That's a green glitter card I got, like a nice colour I got off Dawn before. I might put them all behind. I might go for the silver down here. That one can come that way because of the shape of it. That one up there. And we can go with a glittery material. And they're just poking out. And then we can go with deciding where we want our flowers on the top. So that's it. There you go. Have I done a top tip? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah. The other thing, I know Dawn showed you the other night, if you wanted to add in other flowers, she showed you just putting some glitter on to some. So those are the blue ruffled buttercups, and I've just glitterified that up a little bit. You know, because I could always pop one of those in if I want to. I've got a few of those ready as well. So let's just have a little look at sticking these down first. I've got such a lot. I don't need much when it's this hot glue, do I? I don't even like press the button. It's just so good. I've also got those funny little finger covery bits around somewhere. Don't think you can see my glue gun where you are, but you'll just see my hand popping off the side. I just thought it would be easier for sticking down with them all being different sort of types of material, really. I thought the glue gun would be easier. The other option would be to use your heavy body gel, which you've seen me using quite a bit as well. Bringing those ones to come out over the side as well. And we can always add in more of these little bits afterwards if we want to. Because it's a glue gun, it'll just stick down. And then I'm going to pop a bit on the back of my little bow I've made. Hopefully it won't melt the plastic. There we go. and I've made it like a little bow, so it's coming round like a, watch, I'm getting glue on my finger. There you go. So it's coming around nicely there. And then we need to have a look at where we're going to put our floral elements. Some nice blues and pale blue. I mean, we could have all of them if we wanted. We could also show you what this little one looks like. Yes, I think that's a good way. Only Jackie could say that. Is that Jackie who said that? Yes, I knew it would have to be Jackie. She would be the one to describe him in that manner. There's another little flower that could go on. I do have some tucked up here. In there somewhere. I'm not going to get them out, I'll just manage. So that's also another option, to use the little flowers that Dawn sells us as well. But I'm going for these today because I haven't used them yet, and I just thought I'm going to. So let me have a little look. I'm going to catch up with myself on the screen. You can't see them quite so well on the screen because the colours are sort of merging in. But I think I'm just going to go for it and stick them on, because otherwise I'm going to be here all night. I've got loads more to do, and this is only card number 1. My goodness. Let's stick that there. Get in there. You better stick down, or I'm going to have to go back to the getting a bit of steam on there. There must, like, not steam, a bit of smoke. It must be so hot that it's burning some of the plasticky stuff. This one here. I'm going to just cover that netting up. Which I should have my little finger condoms on, shouldn't I? Put that one in there. Can't see what I'm doing at all. I might have another little purple one at the top. Hopefully it'll look all right. Well, I'll fiddle with it before I put it on the website, on my page anyway. If I'm not happy with the layout, I shall go back later and fiddle. So no, that's what I do. And just get rid of all the little bits of that. Now let me have a little peep, as I need to decide if I want anything else on. Get rid of my glue strings. It's like the spider's webs, isn't it? I went in the garage today with Immy and we got covered in them. There we go. So does that look all right with the little flowers elements? Can you see that all right? And that iridescent stuff, and then some little leaves behind. Let's see if we need anything else. And a couple more little, oops, a daisy. Let me just pop that one out of the way. I've got a couple more little coloured bauble bits here. Let me see. I'm going to pop another little silver one in there. That's just some of Dawn's some holographic card that she had on recently that I grabbed a bit of. There. So I'm just going to bring that one in just so it goes a little bit higher than the other one. I'll try and tuck it behind. There we go. And it comes off the page a little bit. That's it. Lovely. So that's very simple. Now the other bit, Dawn's got some of the iridescent mesh. She's got 10 in stock. That's £1.50 for half a yard of the iridescent mesh. So if anybody would like that, I can take orders for you, and we'll be on lot 9, I do believe, if anybody would like any. So just shout up if you do, and we'll put it as a lot. But if you don't want it, that's fine. We'll not put it as a lot. But yeah, I think Karen Boland thought you might want some. So let's pop that down. So lot 9. I'll just pop it on my bit of paper. Lot 9, iridescent mesh, half a yard, £1.50. What a bargain. Bargain of the night. So we've got, well done Karen Boland for asking about that. It's handy that Dawn was here. So we've got Karen Boland, Louise Parr, Julie Jones, Jackie Jones, Amber Greening, Gillian Wild wants a yard, so I'll pop you there. You're going to have 2 of those effectively, 1 yard. And Joe Jasper. That's great. Joe Jasper would like a yard, so I'll put you on that side. Joe Jasper, 1 yard. Karen Milne, half a yard. Brilliant. Lovely. So on lot 9, I've got half a yard for Karen Boland, Louise Parr, Julie Jones, Jackie Jones, Amber Greening and Karen Milne. That's £1.50 for each of the half yards. Then for Gillian, it'll be £3 for a yard. She has Gillian Wild, and another one for a yard is Joe Jasper. So that's great. There's only 10. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it then. 10 in stock. That's all of them. So I've got Karen, Louise, Julie, Jackie, Amber and Karen Milne. So they're half a yard each. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people at half a yard. And then Gillian is effectively 2 of the half yards. And Joe Jasper is 2 of the half yards. So 6 plus 2 plus 2 makes 10. So that's sold out. Is that right? Have I worked that out right, everybody? I think I have. So well spotted, there was only 10. And well done everybody who got it. And we've just got enough for those 10 people. Sold out lot 9. How exciting. Wonderful stuff. Right, so the next bit that I was going to do, I was going to get some little stars out. Where were the little stars? Not stars, little snowflakes. So we'll go back into this little kit again. And we might put a couple of little snowflakes on. There we go. Anybody else in any of the other ones? Just double check. We all shout have gold and also have gold and silver. Joe, I think there is enough for you to have a yard because nobody else is coming in. But if anybody else does come in and wants a half, then we might just have to put Gillian and Joe down to a half. But at the minute, it looks fine. So these little ones, let me just pop them on the screen because I like to see what it looks like. Maybe we could just pop a few of these little fellas here. Let me see them on the screen because I can't see what I'm doing otherwise. Yes, well done, Karen, leading everybody astray. But it's lovely stuff. So I think it'd be on all your cards and it'd be good for Christmas wrapping. And I think with one of the things on Tuesday I'm doing, it would also do good for that as well, for wrapping up and decorating. There, so there's 2 there. Normally we do things in 3, so maybe we could just do 3 of them. I'll pop them on anyway because I think they look nice. And if I'm not doing it right now, this is where I could do with my little doodahs, couldn't I? What do you call them? The finger condoms that we now are, what we're calling them. Just makes it a bit easier. I can't really see where I'm putting these stars. These. Oh, I don't know if she's got 10 yards or 10 lots of the half yards. So yeah, we might have more, Gillian. I would have to clarify it. I can write anybody else's names down and we can make sure we know what we're doing. I'll put that one there. I'll get all my little bits off. That one up there, that one up there, that one up there. Oh, I still need another one. Let me have a look. Yeah, I read it as 10 units, but I think we're all right. 10 packs of half a yard and we've got enough for everybody so far. That's what I think. Yep, 10 units. One there. And one there. I know I like to have I don't like having even numbers, but I think I need another one down there anyway. I'll stick it on. Looks a bit like the Southern Cross star constellation. Oh, I'm sticking my thing to me glue gun here. Getting a bit carried away with it. I'll stick another one up on that bit of ribbon. There we go. That's it. There we go. No, Gillian, it's okay. So you're fine. We've got enough for you. There you go. So is that one all right? That's the first card. So the first card we've used the background season greeting paper, which we've coloured a different colour. We've used the snowflake wired edge wide blue ribbon. We've used the iridescent netting, and we've used some pearlised snowflakes. And then I've just added from my stash that Dawn has sold us some of those lovely iridescent flowers. So there you go. That's number one. We have done a card. Yippee! How long has it taken me to do all this? We're going to be here for a long time, I think, aren't we? It's taken me a little while. Right, I think I'm going to just turn this off for now and move it so I don't burn myself, because it does seem to heat up fairly quickly. So if I need my glue gun again, I'll get it out quick enough. I don't want it sat there where I'm going to burn myself. We might need it for some of the other cards. So let's hope that we're doing all right with the next one. So I'll put that up there out the way for the minute. So this is the pack that I've used quite a bit of for this card that you've just seen. That one is the Snowflake Ribbon and Embellishment Pack. I'm just going to show you, Gillian, because I don't think you were here at the start, and we do have one more of this set available. So if Gillian is here and missed it, she might want some. So there's the iridescent mesh, which you get a nice big piece of. I've cut a little bit out of that. You get some of the wired edge snowflake ribbon. You get some wired edge, almost like snow glistening in the sunlight. This wired edge. There. And then you've got a satin edge blue, pale blue. So that's your 4 sort of ribbon elements. Then your little extras. Loads of things in this pack, and it's only $2.99. So it's a bargain. We've got 3 stickers in, which have got little iridescent sheens in amongst them as well. Pop those all inside the bag. Because we've only got one more of these packs, and then that will be sold out. A little lonely pack. Got a little embellishment there as well, in a snowflake. Then we've got some Flower Soft in a packet. We've got some Diamante embellishments here as well. So they're like a silver shiny beady in the middle, and then Diamante around like a flower. And then the little pearly snowflakes that I've used as well in there. So we've only got one more of this one left. If anybody would like this one, this is lot number 7. And we've got one left at $2.99. Yes, can I have a pack, please, Gillian? I thought you might, because I know you weren't there. So I thought you might want to have that last pack. So Gillian's taken the last packet of that, and that one's sold out, lot 7. Thank you very much, ladies. I'm very pleased for Dawn if we can get some sales tonight, so it's really good. Thank you very much. Brilliant. Right, let me see what my next card is. I'm just going to move my little embellishments. These are my little die cut bits in case I need any. Cut them in all different colours. Using those little envelopes to put things in all the time. I don't want to start the next one till I'm organised. So put them all in there. That's it. Right, so next one, what have we got? So we've got a couple of options. Let us go with this one next. Right, so I've made my template ready for it. And this template can do for 2 cards, which we might be doing tonight because I really like the way that template went. I'm going to use some of the card from Dawn to do this. So I'm going to just remind myself of my measurements using my template. But we're going to use I'm going to use that blue card that I said looked gorgeous. So I think I'm going to use the blue double-sided because I think that'll be lovely. So what we've got to do first, this is made out of 2 pieces of the A4. So I've made my own card to stand up, and it has these little bits at the front, concertinaed, so that we can then put different elements in. So that's the shape that we've got to make. Yeah, we'll probably be able to use some of the Flower Soft on this next one. We'll have a little look. So I've got this nice blue card from Dawn. So all I'm going to do to start with is just fold the first one in half, like that. And that'll be my base card. And the next one I've got to remind myself of which measurements I used. I think I used this one. So we've got another piece of A4, and I'm going to score the first bit at 1 1/4. Then I'm going to go to 2 1/2. So those bits are both 1 1/4. Then I'm going to go to 4 1/2. So this little section here is 2 inches. And then that next little section there will also be 2 inches. So we've got 1 1/2 inches, 1 1/2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, and that should work with this piece of card. If it doesn't, I don't know what I did. I've got the one there that I made earlier. And this little scoreboard I was using. So did I say 1 1/2 or 1 1/4? 1 1/4, sorry. So that little bit's 1 1/4. So let's go do it right. 1 1/4. Score down there. I'm going to turn it round. The next one is another 1 1/4. So that takes me to 2 1/2. 2 1/2 is another 1 1/4. Fingers crossed. The next little piece I had was 2 inches wide. So I'm going to go 1 and 2. That takes me to 4 1/2. 1 inch, 2 inch, that's 4 1/2. There we go. And I'm going to need to do another one, but let me just, I should have used my long scorer, but I'm using this one just because I know that I did score with the other. Honestly, I'm just a wreck today there doing this, aren't I? Why am I making it so hard for myself? Get the big board out, crazy woman. Right, and then another 2 inches on this bit. Make sure it's up to the top there. And that was a 2 inch piece. There we go. There. Marvellous. So we're using 2 pieces to get this one. And I've got the blue. So on this, we're then going to do our folding. So the bottom one, I'm doing a mountain. Then I'm going to do a valley. Then I'm going to do another mountain. and then I'm going to do another valley. So that creates my concertina steppered part at the front. I'll get my small thing out, my bone folder out, just give it a good burnish down there, so hopefully it'll stand right. Fingers crossed. That's it. And then we need to stick them together because we've got a nice big card. So that's going to go into there. Woo! That noise was a pigeon. Please excuse me. There we go. So we're going to get that stuck in to that bit. Doesn't quite go to the top of that card there, you can see. But I'm going to stick it onto the back of this one. Yeah, it's a nice little handy one, and because I know I used that when I was doing my practice card, I thought I'm going to make sure I use that again. There we go. Put the glue on, make sure I don't go wrong. Think about it before I do it, because I'll probably do it wrong if I don't think about it. This is going to go onto that bit there. Get the glue. I'm making it hard for myself, aren't I? Now this is where you've got to, fingers crossed I have actually done it right. Sometimes this bit I get a bit wonky, in which case we'll just have to... There we go. So we've got a nice big card to use for our... I've done it the wrong way, haven't I? Did I do it the wrong way? No. I did it the wrong way. It's fine because I'm sticking things down. Put that one back and it'll still work. So I've gone and stuck it on the wrong way, guys. I knew I would do it like that because I was saying it beforehand. And what you want to make sure you do is you stick the flappy one over the top so that you then have a nice piece there that is stuck on. Not that way. I wonder if I just do that and then I change my folds to the other direction. Fixed. Oh, phew! Phew! That's fixed it. Good job it was double-sided. Then we fixed it. Well done me. Right, we've done it. Ta-da! So we've got that card ready now. Hi, Patricia. Oh, careful you don't scratch your card like me. There, getting a bit carried away with me thingamajigs. There we go. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Lorraine. I don't need to worry now because I've just turned it round the other way. But yes, I would have covered it. Yeah, I don't think I've missed any little messages. So now the card that I'm going to choose for this one. Let's get the card back out. So this is lot 1, which is the card pack. And it is $7.99 for the physical card pack. If you want the digital download, you can go on the website to get that, and you'll get it straight into your email inbox, and it will be $6.99. But this one, if you would like a paper kit, please shout out lot 1, $7.99. I can put you down for that. So we've got the little toppers, but I'm going to go for one of the bigger toppers, and I'm going to go for the little animals. There we go. And let's get that out the way. This is the one I'm going to go for. So I haven't done it yet, and we're going to have to cut all the little fellas out as we go along. But yeah, it's good. You've got loads and loads of bits and pieces in there. 11 pieces of card in total, including 3 toppers, which are the small toppers, 3 toppers, which are the large size, 3 pages, which are large size toppers, and then you've got a background, 3 backgrounds, 1 large scene, and a sheet of sentiments and ribbon border things and bits and bobs. So I'm going to cut him off. We'll leave him there for later. And cut this down. I'm just going to cut it down and then I'll hold it onto the card and check what else I might need to do with it. I'm just going to cut my white bits off. There we go. So it's easy for you to see when I use the big ones as well, isn't it? You can see what's what. So this is going to be on here in that area. So that's going to go there. And let's get the next bits out that we need. Sorry guys. What we're going to look for this time, I'm going to find the little animals that are in the background sheet. There they are. I'm going to cut some of these out. Remember, when you get your paper craft kit, it's only £1 more, but you get your forever code. So you can then download this collection again and you can print out over and over whichever pages you want to do. So you could print out all these little animals again and you can have it as a background, or you can cut them all out individually and they're still going to be there for you to use. So I'm going to cut some little bits out of this one because I want to add my little fellas to the card. So this is the bit that might take a little bit more time, but I will try to do it. It's in real time, isn't it? So that's better. So I know roughly the ones I want because I thought about it earlier on today and I cut a few out ready out of a one that I downloaded, but I want to use the card stock that you get so that it'll just stick on without me worrying about matting and layering any more little bits onto things. So I'm going to have those. I'm going to have the little head sharks. And they're coming out. And I can put anybody else out as I'm going along if I think I need them. They're coming in the to join the party. And I think the little mice down here are going to join the party. I'm going to get all my little bits ready and then hopefully we can then find anything else that we might need. I'll do those for now. That's fine. And then we can see if we need anybody else. So I'm going to fussy cut these out. And I'm just going to go as close as I can using Dawn's scissors. I'm just going to, actually, because the images are a good size, it's not too bad. The antlers are probably going to be the harder bit. I'm just going to get in there. Hopefully you don't mind watching me fussy cutting. You can have a chat amongst yourselves, and if I've missed anybody asking for any lots or anybody joining, hello, thank you very much. So at the minute I have found I've got some silk card from Debbie Moore that I got from Dawn. She sells on her website, and my printer going through the front way of the printer is not happy, but I think my printer might go like let me feed it in a different hole. So I'm going to have a play because I'm sure there's another little hole where I can feed it through and it doesn't twirl. The one where it twirls upside down, my printer doesn't like it, but I know some printers do. The printer I used to have would take 300 GSM card, no problem at all. This one I just need to have a little play and see whether I've got another hole to feed it in. So have a little look if you're getting a new printer. Just check what card it takes, what you might need to use. But actually, I mostly use the copy paper or the navigator paper, stick it onto something else if it's a bit too flimsy. The pearlised paper from card from Dawn, that's lovely. And I think it's Majestic, the other one there, a bit thinner, so they just go straight through. But yeah, front loaders are not happy. But some of the front loaders have another hole at the side of the back where you can load in your other papers too. So I just need to check whether my printer does that because I've not used it for the big paper, the big cards below. So have a little look if you're getting a new printer that you know what you can actually print onto. But I like to get these paper craft kits from Dawn to start my playing with, because I get the lovely card set. And then I think for only £1 more there, I've got all of this lovely card and all the backgrounds, and then I can still go on and download any more that I want. And you can just download odd pages then as well. So when I was thinking about this live, I just downloaded the ones that I thought I'd be using, just for me to, I didn't make a card with them. I just wanted to like do the layout and the practicing with it, without cutting all of this up, because I wanted to show you the kit properly in a complete way at the beginning without having cut any of it up. So I think really I like getting the paper kits first. But again, I've been on today and I've downloaded a couple of damn digital kits that I like the look of. And I thought, oh, I'll just get them as well. Not that I've got hundreds already, but I thought I haven't got those, I'll get them. One of them was actually the elves, because it was on last night on Dawn's Live, and I was thinking, I'm sure I've got that. And then I looked and I thought, oh no, I don't actually have it. So I went on and I've ordered the digital one of the elves. Can't remember what the other one was that I wanted, but I got another one as well. There we go. So we have chopped out our little fella. I'm probably going to be all right if I don't cut the snow out at the bottom just yet, because it might be standing in a little bit where it doesn't matter if I have it showing or not. So people are just chatting amongst themselves. That's good, because it is a little bit, I know I've got a tiny little tail there, and I think I'm going to make a hash of that, so I may not do all of that little tail because it's quite a fine tail. Let's just do that little bit where I can see it. And I'll just go around. I wanted to do it all in real time, so you'll have to just bear with me while I'm chopping. And chit chat. So Tuesday night, Monday we've got Lorraine on. So I don't know what Lorraine's doing. If she's here, she might tell us all. Tuesday I've got some more Christmassy things to show you. The snowman and the old Christmas tree. But I've got a little thing. I'm sure some of you will have seen it before, done it before, but I just thought, oh, I'll have a go. So there's something new to show you that I hadn't done before, but it was very straightforward when I did it. So I thought, oh, I'll show everybody that in case anybody else has not done it. So there's a new thing for me to show. And just maybe a bit of mixed media. We don't know. We'll see. So that's Tuesday night. Tuesday afternoon, I do believe at 1 o'clock we have Louise. So please join Louise or watch on catch up if you are at work and can't make it. I will not be at any graduations this week, so I will be able to join in. I'm about to just chop this little tail off, I can tell. Not a happy little tail. Oh, let me just go for it there. Do you know what? I could probably have just left it with the there. I'm going to just take it off. I'm going to have a tailless mice. Nobody's going to notice. There you go. And then I'm going to just chop this little fella around roughly as well, because he's very small, but he's just sitting in the snow, so we can get away with him. And then we see if we've got enough pieces to do a card with. Or maybe just leave some of those little greeny bits on as well. That's it. And if you didn't want to cut them out really close up, you could just leave a little border, because it's like snow, so it would look all right, I think, as well. Just going to cut around the little snowball. There we go. And then we can build our little card up. See what other bits and pieces we can use. I'm not going to go around and individually cut those little spikes on my little hedgehog. and I'm just going to leave that little bit of white on as well. There we go. So we've got some bits cut out ready. Just to put them on the floor and deal with them later, maybe. Be fine. Now we need to work out what we're going to do. So one of the things I was going to use on this was a bit of this ribbon from this pack. Thought that would be nice. And I was going to go for that snowy ribbon. I thought that looked a bit like snow. So I was going to put a bit of that on. Let me get my card base and we'll get the bits ready then after. So on this bit here, I thought I would stick some of this ribbon. Now, if I want to go around the back, all I'm going to have to do then is make sure that I then back the back as well. I might do that because then I can do that later. Or I can stick it edge to edge if I want to. There, I'm going to just cut it. I might cut it edge to edge because I think this ribbon's all right for an edge. We'll see. Got enough there. So that one's going to go on there. This one I was going to put on here. So that's going to be like my snow. And I thought I could just pop this as one of my little messages on there. I'm going to have to cut some bits up of that, won't I? It's fine. Let me go to get rid of the Christmas and I can use that again. And I'll just go to the R there. There we go, we can still use that. So we're going to go on to that and that. Now I need something for this to mat onto as well. Let's have a little look, see what we would like. So I'm going to use an embellishment off the embellishment sheet as well on that other little bit of blue. So I'll probably be putting some of those on there, keep that handy because I want that one for my greeting. And I want something for that. So do I want just some of the gold to use, or do I want the silvery? What's inside the pack? Let's have a look. My pack. Oh, because I'm doing all my snow. Do I want to have my snow? Let's see. Maybe we'll have a little bit of that glittery one. I'll do it that way on the blue. Yeah, we'll do that. Enough some blue. So, that should be all right there, shouldn't it? Yeah, that's good. We have that. And then we can use that one later for the other bit. So we're going to put that onto there and that onto there because we've got all the snow everywhere. Put that one onto there. Might just put some of that onto there as well. That was my piece of ribbon, wasn't it? That one's going to put over that, so I might get that cut. I'm just doing it as I go along, so please bear with me. And it was 1.5, wasn't it? So if I go for an inch, 1.25 it was, so I'm going to go for an inch wide. That bit, keep that for my thing, my message, sentiment, get the right word. Put that one on there. I might get that one on there in the middle. And that can be down the bottom. So that's that one. And I think I might be all right with that because it's a bit like the snow. Let me look and see if I want it right up. You can tell I haven't done this card yet before I came on. I was going to use that ribbon for snow. I'll just do it like that. Let's see if I want a little bit of that on the edge of there. I just want a smidgen. There we go. A smidgen of this. So this ribbon is 1.5. That one there. Lovely. Put that one on there, and that's going to go on there. This one's going to go on here. That's going to go on there, and then we're going to add the little animals after. So let's stick some things down for now so that we can actually get it going. That would be a good idea. And I'm just doing it straight on. Please don't look that I'm not gutting it and you're all going to get cross with me. I have too much to think about tonight and too much to do. I am not going to do any gutting. That's it. And also I've got some sticking up at the back anyway, so I don't want it looking like I've put a hole in. So Dawn's glue will stick it nicely onto there. Lovely, that's that one. Sit you there for a little bit while you just go on the back and give it a good press down. Just once it's 10 seconds to hold. This should be the right size there to go on that piece because it's just off an A4, isn't it? So let's have a little look. Did I do this the right size as well? Not quite, but I want that in the middle. I'll just find the middle with my grid. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side, 4 on that side, that's there. And then half of this little grid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Oh gosh, it would be, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. That's the middle there. That is the middle. I haven't cut it quite right, have I? So my middle's not going to be, or no, it will be because the word's a different length. That should be fine because then if I put the stars on the ends of the squares, smashing. Let me go for my red liner. There we go. Is everybody still all right here with what we're doing? Oh, I've gone a bit wonky with me red liner, but we're all right. Just going to stick it all on the back of my ribbon. And there we go. And give it a little flick up with me pokey. That's it. Pop it there so I know that I'm roughly in the middle where I wanted it, and I wanted my stars to be. I'm going to stand up because I don't want it to be too wonky. Now hopefully I can see where I'm going. Hopefully it's still on the screen. There and there. Is that straight? Might not be straight, guys. Maybe slightly wonky. Oh, not straight, she says. Wait a minute till I get it in. That's good. Not straight enough. There we go. That's going to be straight enough. She says that's straight enough. Lovely. So that's the next bit. So we've got those, and then we want our other ribbon sticking on. I'm going to put the red liner. Now what I might do, if I don't want the liner to show, I might put some of those dotty things on. What I got off Dawn. Where did I put them? I thought I'd left them so I could use them. See if they're just tiny dots. Put some tiny dots on the middle bit of the ribbon and put some red liner on the edges. You can pull it round the back and then stick it on. Pop that on this end. Hopefully I've got just enough to fold it round. I might have cut it a wee bit short, but we'll be all right. That's a wee bit long. What's that? And then I'm going to see if these little dotty things work. What are these? Do we know how to use them? Pull it off there. Like that. Pop it onto the back of the ribbon. And burnish it down. I'm just going to see if this works because I don't want to see it. And I think they're so fine. Is any of it sticking to the material? I don't know if this works, you know, this has not tried it before. I know it'll work on paper, but does it work on materials? Give it a little burnish. We can only try and we'll find out. If it doesn't work, we know that it's not for material. Ooh. It is. There we go. So that's micro dot adhesives that Dawn sold a couple of lives ago. And she did all of her little sticks bits. I thought, oh, I'm going to try and use them today as well, see if they work. So there, I'm going to put that on my on here. So that'll just help so we can't see it. Behind. I shall have to have a go with vellum as well, and then we'll be able to see if it's a good option for vellum. But definitely not going to see it on there. And then we'll get this off. Sorry. So again, if your red line is not coming off, just burnish it down and then it'll help it stick on, and then it should pick up easier then. So I'm going to give that side a burnish as well. Just help the glue to stick, and then it should flick up a bit easier, she says. There, I've got it. I had it and then I let go. There we go. And I'm just going to pull that round, and because it's got the wired edge, it'll help it round and stick it on. So there we go. So that's that one. So we've used some ribbon from the snowflake one, and I've got ribbon from the Christmas embellishment set so far. And then we've got our cardstock, and we're going to do some sticking now. So let's go back to the card base with my little bit there. This is going on here like that. Let's stick that down. Yeah, it's a pretty ribbon, and it also doubles up as a sentiment, this one. And then the other one, I've got the idea that I thought it looked like the snow for the little animals to sit on. So that's why that was in my little stash. There we go. So I'm going to stick that one on there. I'm not going to stick anything on the back of that valley, but I'm going to stick the next ribbon onto the next gap. Are we all still there? Everybody's still there watching, chatting about printers. And we'll pop that one there as well. Might be slightly wide, but we're all right. There we go. I'm probably going to need to make a special envelope for this one because it is big. Or a box. Oops, sorry. Just got a little bit of glue on the table there. Looking a bit tatty and a bit messy on the table. I've got little bits everywhere from all my glittery things I'm using tonight. I'm going to turn it over and give it a little bit of a burnish on there, and I've put it onto, I'll put that wet wipe on now so everything's going to get wet. Still here, Sarah, thank you. Oh, that's a good tip as well. Red liner tape on a piece of kitchen roll. There we go. So now we've got that bit. We've made the base, those bits with our ribbons and card. We're going to pop this one on here like that. And then I've still got room down that side for my sentiment bits that we've got elsewhere. And then we're going to stick the little fellas on. So I'm going to stick this one. Let me just turn over a minute so I know how far up I'm going to come on my glue. So it's there. Oops, I poked it. I won't glue past there. I've poked a hole in. What a crazy woman. You could stick it up on 3D foam if you want to. I'm just going to stick it down for now. Oh, that felt like it could be now. I'll be trying to jump at the door. Maybe he's getting a bit fed up with the others. Wondering where his mammy is. There we go. That's it. I'll just put it over to one side because I thought I'd put my sentiment down there. There you go. And that's that. Lovely. So we need a sentiment for that area there, which was up here. Let's see what we're going to use. I'm going to cut a couple out and see what fits in the gap nicely. Go for red, I think, because I've got quite a lot of red and blue in this one. Get that one out. Still watching, still enjoying, thank you. Well, thank you to anybody who watches on catch up as well. I do appreciate it. There we go. Dawn will probably be trying to have an early night tonight. I hope she is anyway, because she's going to have a bit of a drive to do tomorrow. But then I'm sure we're all wishing her a lovely, lovely holiday. I hope she's managing to leave work behind as much as possible. She really needs a rest and a break. And the hot tub sounds wonderful. I think that's where I would spend my entire time. Sitting in there with my book and my little drink. It just makes all your joints feel wonderful. It's not so nice when you get back out of it though after you've been in it, is it? We've got Christmas special wishes there. And have a little look. I'll do some tags in case I fancy a tag. Tag or two. Get them out. What's that one say? Thinking of you at Christmas. Merry Christmas. And get them out. I don't know yet. Those two, and I'll get the Christmas magic is in the air one just in case it looks alright because it's the shape it is. We'll see what we like. I don't think I want them as well, so I'm going to get rid of that one. I like this Christmas wishes one, and I like those ones, so I'm going to leave them there. Now we're going to start with our little fellas that we've got. If you want to go around the edges with any of your sort of inks to take any white edges off, you can. I don't really think it looks too like it needs it really, to be fair, just on those antlers. And I want to put my little fellas in. So they're going to sit on the card. So that one's going there straight away. I can leave that little bit of white because it'll help it stick on, and I don't think it looks too bad. It's still just snow. We can put some stickles on that to make it blend in. If you want to cut them out, the legs out, you can. I think just for now I'm going to do that, and I'm going to stickle it with some stickles because I think I can get away with it being the colour it is. So let's just get some glue on there. Now, because I'm sticking on that, I'm sticking onto there. I might use a foam tape, a foam pad, and glue. See what that's like. we'll know with the first one. Yeah, she needs some quality time with Lily and Frank, definitely. So that's what we're all wishing her that she gets. She really deserves a break. Right, let's have a little look at you. Maybe that's a bit too big, actually. I should have looked at the size. Hang on a second, guys, while I just make it smaller. Good job I've used the card, as it's thick and it will allow me. Don't do what I did. So that was my little on purpose mistake. Make sure when you're sticking it on, if you're using a foam pad, that when you're at the back you're not going to see it. Otherwise it just doesn't look as good. But I've managed there. You could also use more red liner tape or more of Dawn's glue or 3D glue. So that's going in there. That's going down there. Peeping out the top. Like that. Lush. That's what we wanted. That was my idea. I was looking as if it's working, and we may see. Who else have we got? Did I have another little fella? I thought I had a little fox that might have gone there, but let's see. I don't need to get anybody else out. We could put the little squirrels in there as well, playing a game, playing with them. Or we could put the little mice with the little bits there. Put the little mouse. And maybe just the little tiny birdie on there. That's what I think I'll do. We'll just go for the mouse and the bird. Yep. Let's have another little look. But really, you can just pick any of these little fellas off that sheet. They look gorgeous. And I love that if we do that little concertina bit, it makes it like a little 3D bit, doesn't it? It looks cute. Put them there. And a little bit for the robin. When I've been down, I've found that I've caught the sun even when it didn't feel particularly hot. Yeah, I think we're going to have nice weather though, so Dawn likes a bit of sun, so let's hope so. But even with the clouds, you catch the sun through it. Anyway, we used to go down to the beach at Whitley Bay, and you'd always come back with a bit of a suntan because it would still be coming through the clouds, and you thought that you weren't getting anything. That's that. So that's that one there, and then my special Christmas wishes will go there, which I think would be nice. How do we think? What does that look like? I think it looks nice. I do, indeed. I like it. Mama Cat is sitting on top of my Wits card on my new printer, like she's the queen, sitting on top of the card like a queen, bless her. Albie's through there. I don't know whether he'll be causing trouble. Because I've got Imogen home at the minute, it'll be a bit easier because she can manage Albie a bit better than Wes. But I told them just to put his little bed in between them on the settee, and then he would probably settle down and sit with them. I went to IKEA recently. Isla needed a few things for moving into a flat down at Sheffield, so I had a little trip out, and I found a bed for Albie there. I absolutely love it. He loves it. I love it. It's just brilliant. That needs to be up on there. Something else. We need something else. Maybe we need some more snowflakes or little somethings in the background, and all the stickles. We do, we need something. White card, oh, Honestly, I should have been able to work that out really, shouldn't I? Right, let me have a look. Diddly-dee. Special Christmas wishes there. We need a whole load of stickles and we need a whole load of something else. Let's see what else I've got in my little stashes. Let's just have a little look, see what else I've got. Sorry, I don't want to knock my I don't want to knock the top of the camera. That's what I'm looking at. Right, this is going to be a bit scary. We need a little tub or a little pot for this. Let's have a look what I've got. So I'm going to tip things out. It might be a bit dodgy if I just tip them out willy-nilly on my desk, and I'll lose things. I will lose them. I don't know what I'll do. Where's my little box of all them flowers? They're easier to manage. Pop it in that side. I'm just going to have a little quick look at this. This is dangerous, isn't it? Probably get sort of there. That's what I want. One of them. Right. This is where we need our little thingies. What do you call them? Tweezers. Have I got my tweezers handy? Have a heck? As like, no. Because it would be unusual for me to have anything ready like that I would need. Ta-da! Who would have thought? I'm going to go through the tiny little bits that are for me shaker card and pick things out of it. Crazy woman. But why not? There we go. Any more for any more? There's one. Oh, that is a... I saw it. There it is. A trusty finger. Up there. There's another one. Crazy doing this, aren't I? Sorry, that one had a bit too much glue on, but it's all right, it'll go clear. And then if there's any bits, I can stick stickles on there. Right, I think that's a bit of a daft thing to do, but I've done it now. Just put a few little beads on there. Then I can get these back in. There we go, and that'd be nice for a shaker. Shaky, shaky, shaker. I think I've nearly got them up. 2 seconds. Nearly all picked up. Right, they're safe in there. Put that over, and if there's any missing, that's it. Now we need the stickles. So what have I got? I've got some stardust. That's probably all right. And I was going to stickle a bit on the on this bit. Let me bring it up so you can see it, to mimic the ribbon on that bit of white, so I didn't have to cut it out. Just help a little bit there. Bit on this bit. And the little fella's white. I think that holly one that you got, Michelle, will be a nice one as well, won't it? On everything. Pop some on these. Just on his little furry bits. There you go. And then you can just do whatever stickles you want, really, can't you? I might be here all night if I keep going with the stickles. I tend to sort of find anything that's got like little lights and things in the sky, I might do a little dip on. And what them lights in the sky, they're called stars. It takes a while to find the words. There, just a few. And then the windows I probably will want to do as well. So I might have a little bit more stickly bits to go. But I think that's all right for now. Oh, I'm trying to put the glue lid on my stickles. Did you see? Crazy woman. There we go. That yellow will be nice in the windows, won't it? Got a little bit of a shadow coming from, because it's got dark and my little lights are just creating a shadow, so you can't see when I'm adding the stickles, but I'll move my arm in a minute. This is Sunburst, the yellow, just to put a little bit of goldy shine on the windows of the little cottage. That was just a wee bit too much there that came out, but it's all right. Tends to settle down a bit afterwards, doesn't it? There we go. I think that'll do for now. I could go to town putting some more stickles on. And I might do a little bit more around there. I'm not sure if I'm quite happy with where my sentiment is, but what I've done with those little bits, we may put some more little gems. I need some little round, little dotty gems. I shall have a look and see what I've got. I think I've got some, what do you call them? You know, them little, oh, those things. These things, but not pearls. You know, like a diamante one. I need some of them on. So I'll dot those around in that little bit as well. There you go. So I'll just show you. There's I'll be shouting. So I quite like that little card design with a little bit at the front. So you've got your sentiment on there from the ribbon. We've used the other glittery ribbon as a snow for the animals to stand on. We've put the animals on 3D. And we've got Father Christmas in the background with the animals. I just think it's a nice card design, that one. There you go. Yes, gems. Thank you, Patricia. I couldn't think. I'm going to get some gems out and put a few more gems on the blue bit, like little, little stars and things. So I'll do that when I find them. So that's number 2 card. Honestly, I can't believe I've been on for ages, haven't I? I've only done 2 cards. This is ridiculous. Now, I want to show you, we might not make it. I might, but I'll not make it now. If I've got time, I'll do it. So this was the other base when I was planning my base. And I did a little bit of cutting out of sheets that I'd already done. Let me see where they are. They're here. One of them is this big, big background. And this works really well on this background as well. So I'm just going to show you that cuts up and it goes on here brilliantly. Angela with a 10 or 11 of lot 7, as I have 11 names down. There are 11 and they're all sold. I've got 11 names and they've all gone. So I cut this down. This is just paper, but this is my practice run. So that one would cut and go on there. I cut a little strip off. I'm just showing you this one. I might make it if we've got time, but I'm going to do the other card next. This is the next bit. So I cut that little strip off to go on that part. And then the bottom bit, I haven't cut it to size, but that would go onto that bit. So you can see that shape, that card design shape is perfect again for this bit, like that. So I only used copy paper to do this practice run, but I think we might do the real one for that as well. that's like that. And all I've done then is you just stick that down. This is actually probably quite a quick one. And then I was going to stick the Father Christmas and the Mother Christmas. We're going to sit in the foreground looking over the scene. And then anything else that we felt like, you know, we might want to bring in again. So we've got all of these little fellas. You could pop some more little deer, another little deer in there. Now the other one that would look nice, if you want to go really big, so this is the other idea. So that's the little, I cut out this big one as well, so you could see the difference between the small one. So there's the little Mother Christmas and Father Christmas there. That would be like that, with the little mini deer having a little look, saying, I want some hot chocolate. So I can do that with the real card. The other option would be to go big. So this is cut out from one of the big ones, and that's the humongous, the big one there. So although you're thinking, oh, that covers a lot of the thing up, you could cut a bit of the bottom off if you wanted it to tuck further down. Yeah, you could tuck it in a bit further down. We could cut some of the bottom bit off to make it tuck down. But actually, because of the way the card is with the 3D element, you can still look and see the background in it. When I did it though, my preference was, so that's, I mean, you might like that big one. My preference was for the little one there just peeping out, that one peeping out, and then we could always put a little bit of a sentiment on the top there. So that's it. Or we could go big and go home. We could stick that one right on the front one, like it's sitting on the porch, couldn't we? That one could be right on the porch. Look at that. So I haven't cut that out properly, you can see, but they were just the other ideas to use that really big background paper as well. I thought that would make a gorgeous card. So there's some ideas for you, which I will make it up. If we don't make it up tonight, depending on the time, I can do it and put it on later for you. But that was another one. So what else was I wanting to do? I've just got a large card. So we've got in this pack of gorgeousness, I've got some of my favourite dark green that I love, love, love. So I already had some of this myself, which I've cut into, I'll show you what I've done. So this one, the next card, I want to make a big 8x8. And I'm using the card base that I've got in the 2 pieces of the dark green. So one piece is a full A4, and I've scored that so that I've then got, let me see, it might not be quite 8x8. So it's the width of the A4, which is the 8 1/4. Didn't do anything with that. I scored it so that that card would be 8 inches. Yeah, and I cut another piece out. There you can see this piece. And that is my 8-inch piece by the normal width of A4. So I made my own 8x8 card, sticking them together out of the 2 pieces of that green, because I love it. So that is the gorgeous cardstock. So that's going to be the base of the next card, which I'm not really quite sure what we're doing exactly, but I've got a little idea. I'll show you the topper that I chose for this one. So I went back in and looked, and I thought with the green, I quite fancy that one with the green with the tree. That tree one there. So I think that's the one I picked to go with it. Yeah, you can see that was my little cutout one from the thing that I did. So let's chop that one down a bit. So I can pop that on the card. That's going to be my main image. Yeah, I think the big cards do make an impact, don't they? I know Dawn loves the big cards, and a lot of you do as well. So I've gone with the big ones a lot because you can see them on their lives as well, really well. But I have done a little practice, a little bit of a little one to show you as well. So there is another little one with some of the little images. I'll show you that when we get to that. I'm just cutting all my bits of white off. I can always trim it down if I want any more cardstock on the back. That's that. Just make sure I'm going to fit it on. Might just give it another little trim. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use some of this Seasons Greetings as a background card. I've got plenty of that in my background. It's a nice colour. So pop that on there. It's not going to be quite the right size, is it? Let me just get this the right size first, coming down on here. Just mark it with my thumb. That's it. Excuse this big, huge thing I'm using. That's it. I've got a fly buzzing around as well. I'll use some of the background card from this as well because I think it's lovely. There. Put this on here. So I need to get that trimmed down to the right size. I have a bit off everything and it might work. That's Albie in the background. If anybody can hear him, he will be objecting to me being in here for so long. We're just going to have to manage because this is what it is today. Some of them off. That should be right by now. Be a better size. That's nicely guessed. Good. And then I can pop that on there. And I'm not going to keep all of it actually. I want to see the green behind. Make sure that this is quite straight, but that's the only thing. I'm not very good at doing straight things. Let me try and get it straight. Right, you're all right there. Just a little gold edge. I've totally done it wrong. You know, I did this for you before, didn't I? Completely wrong. Totally cut it all to pot. Right, put you straight there. You're straight all the way down there, so you must be straight all the way down there. What is the matter? Maybe the gold is not straight. Maybe I've just done that slightly wonky. Right, that'll do, that'll do. Stop before I make a mess and I go to pot. Right, so let's stick that on top of here. Oh, I know, you're desperate to see him, aren't you? He's not, you know, the kind who'll sit cuddly on my knee and sit happily on a live. He would be writhing around and objecting to it, so I don't think he'd be very happy. I'll have to do a little video of him one day. So I'm using this as just a coloured background this time. I'm hoping that I get that on roughly straight. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. There we go, and then that's going to go on there. Might go there, we don't know, we shall see. Might go that side. Right, now what I'm going to do next, I want some ribbon out of my, this is the Christmas ribbon set. We've got plenty of these available. So this one is £2.49 and there are 5 different colours in this ribbon that you get a yard of each. So anybody who didn't see it earlier on, you've got a lovely tartan green and red and gold, all of them again wired edge. You've got a candy cane. You've got a lovely poinsettia one there. You've got this one's perfect for the elves. I'm going to get that with the elves. And then a lovely gold and green sheeny one there as well. All wired edge. There's 5 in a pack. Plenty of these available. Dawn said she could make some more up if we sold all of them. I think there's still 3 that are on the books that we can have straight away, if I remember rightly. And that was, which lot was that? She says she's lost her book. 1, lot 2, lot 3, lot 4. I think that one was. That was lot 4. So if anybody wants that Christmas ribbon set, let me know. So I've picked this one out actually. I thought I'd go for this green with me green. I think. Methinks she shall. Let me get that other one again, just in case I want that green. I want some green anyway. This is my plan. And what I'm going to do is if I'm wrapping up a present, I would like to wrap my card up in ribbon, like a little present. I think I might go for that just because it's a bright and jolly one. I'm going to put that on there. Like that. Let me get this one out and we'll have a little look. Jackie Jones, what for? Where's the book, Jackie? What have I done with my book? It's down on the floor. I was indeed correct with that. Lot 4 ribbon set. Jackie Jones, thank you, Jackie. So we've 2 of those left, and it was £2.49 on the packet. Yeah, £2.49 set. So I've got you on that one, Karen, already. Jackie wasn't going to buy any more, but she's just caved in. There we go. Pop that there. Right, let me just have a little look at the dark green and the gold. I'll put this on here. It's going to go on the right. I can't see for a minute. I think I'm going to go for the bold, just because I think we can see it better. Let's go for that one. Too many things to choose from. They're just all amazing, aren't they? And even that one. You could even go down the side of there with just that ribbon. You could just do that and your card's done. You don't have to do anything else. Look at that. You don't need to do anything when you've got these ribbons. They're just lovely. You just stick it on. Ta-da. All done. That's the thing. That's why you need this ribbon pack. Because it's just beautiful. Oh, now do we just go for these ones? I can't decide, ladies. It depends what I'm going to put on it, doesn't it? She says. Oh, I might have to go for these in the finish. That is the problem now. I'm stuck with which ribbon do I want. Maybe we'll have a bit of that one up there. A bit of that one up there. That one there, that one there. I was doing it like a present was wrapped. That's what I wanted, like that. And then this one on here. And a little present wrapping. I have to go that way slightly. I wanted a little present wrapped up. Oh, let me see that one. Like that. I might have to go for this one just because I love that ribbon. Was not what was coming in the plan. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that one because I just want it. I'm still going to just trim this down a wee bit because I don't like seeing that there. Should have just used a bit of gold pen, shouldn't I? Right, get you there. Get you there. Crazy woman. Right. As little as possible because I want to see my ribbons. It's a good, proper good ASMR noise, that, isn't it? The guillotine. And if you don't want to use card, you can just go around with a bit of gold pen instead. There we go. That's better. Right, we're going to go for this one. Keep going, Angela. You're selling Dawn's ribbon packs. Come on then. We've just got one more of the ribbon pack to go, and then we've sold all 8. That would be great. And we haven't sold any of the shakers yet though, so I need to show you them. The shakers haven't gone. Right, I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to fold it round the back, and I will later, I'm going to have to titivate the inside. Put a line on the inside so you don't see the ribbon. And probably it'll be fine on the back. But let me do it just like this for now, because I just want to do it. So I'm trying to use something of everything. That's what I'm doing. Michelle wants lot 4, please. So that's the last ribbon pack. Sold. No, it's not. We've still got one more. I must have added it up wrong. So lot 4 for the ribbons. I have got Louise Parr, Karen Boland, Kelly McAvelli. That's this packet. George Asper, Alison Mortimer, Jackie Jones, and Michelle Stevenson. And that's all of these lovely packs of ribbon. There's tons of them. Looks like more than one yard. But there you go. So there's 5 of those. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. I've got one more ready to just go if anybody else would like it. So that'll be the last of the ribbon sets gone. £2.49. There you go. So let's get my poinsettia and let's go for it. Put that on there, put that on there. And put this in here. No, I've got them all. Actually, a very good price for the wired ribbon. You've got 5 different packs sets there, and it's less than £2.50. So that is a bargain. So Karen Milne, thank you very much for the final pack there of lot 4. All those are sold. Brilliant. So I'll go through the others when we have done a bit more making. You can see what else we fancy. So that's going to be on that one. And I want another bit for up here as well. So I'm just going to cut a bit off there. And I'm making it like I'm wrapping a present. That was my idea for this big card. It was going to be present wrapping. So I'm going to get my red liner again. Yeah, well, she said on that ribbon kit that she could make more. So we've sold the ones that she's already made up, the 8 packs, but she said on that one that she could make more of them. So I'm sure they'll come back on another live if you don't want to get them today, if you've already spent your quota. Don't worry. Get my red. If anybody wants the red liner tape, we had that as lot 8, I think it was. You get 12 packs of that. So I find it very good for sticking down the ribbon when it's going on a card. That's going to go around there. So I'm going to put a little bit along that middle as well. Karen's beyond. Yeah, I know, that's the trouble. Every time Dawn comes on, I think, oh, I'm not going to buy any more. I don't need any more. But then you see them and you think, oh, I just need that. And then if you go on the website and look at the digitals, you think, oh, I just need that. So, but I did clear my bill recently, so I'm on another little startup. So I am going to stick these down on here. And then because I'm going to be leaving bits on the back, I will have to put a card lining thing on the inside to hide my gubbinses, because I've not used another topper where you can hide it behind. If that makes sense. The other ones we did before, we hid them behind the glittery card. Oh, Tracy's off to make a cup of tea. That sounds good. I'm going to have a little treat when I finish. I've got one of them Mars bar ice creams, and I thought that's going to be my little treat when I'm done. Right, I can't even see whether I'm straight or not again. Let's try and use my grid on that table a little bit to help me to see. because I'm not above it. Oh, she says, honestly, what am I like? I'm trying to see if I'm straight, and then I'm missing it, sticking it down. Didn't put enough tape on because I was trying to be quicker. But again, that's going to hold it on the wire. And then on the back of there, I just need a strip of something to hide that bit. And I'll need a little bit of a liner to hide that bit. But that's fine. I've got plenty of card in the kit that I can do that with if I want to. I'll use some more of the Christmas Santa Clauses. And then I want to put another one on here. So I'm making it like a little ribbon, like a gift wrap. That makes sense. So let's get those bits ready. Well, I'm going to hopefully get some more organisation in my garden room soon. Well, not super soon, but my mum and my sister-in-law are downsizing their craft kits, and they're going to be, my brother wants to tidy up. I think that's why they're downsizing. And my mum's got loads of those good units that she has all her craft stuff in that she got from IKEA. And he said, did I want them? Because he wants a shot of them out of the room. He wants the craft kits to be contained in a small area. And my mum does a lot more crocheting nowadays. And she's always done crocheting, but actually most of her time she spends doing crocheting and knitting. So she does a bit less of her card making. So she just needs a little card craft area. So I'm hoping that my conservatory will be really well organised at some point, because I'm going to have really good units in here. At the minute it's full of Imogen stuff from uni as well, so that doesn't help. So once she's away back to uni, I can tidy up a bit more. There we go. So make sure I put this on the right way. So I want another bit on this side, like so. And then if I get my little card onto here, I can pop that on there, or I can overlap it a little bit onto there. Let's see what we think. I would like it there. I'm going to do that so I can see the ribbon, so I might put some flowers on it. Anyway, so hopefully I've given you a few ideas with all the little elements. Have I used, there's anything I've not used? I think the only one I haven't used is the shakers. So we might have to see. I don't know what time it is now. We're getting on a bit. I have done a little mini prep for a little mini shaker, so I can always show you the prep. And I am back again on Tuesday, so if there's anything I have not finished doing, we can do it on Tuesday, if that's all right with everybody. And I can still take orders on Tuesday if there's any of these bits left. We might run through what's left of the if the shakers haven't gone and I don't have time to do a shaker tonight, I'll do the shaker on Tuesday, and then we can try and get those shaker elements sold for Dawn as well. It'd be nice to get all the little mini embellishment kits sold. I know some people have already bought the Father Christmas kit when Dawn brought it out. So, but it would be nice to get a few more of those if people haven't got it quite just yet. Right, I can't see what I'm doing again. Let me thing catches up with me. That sounds like a plan. Yep. Right, I'm just going to wait for the camera to catch up so I can roughly see where I am on putting this down, because I can't really see from this angle. There we go. Yeah, you have to really maybe, if there's anything that Dawn's got, Michelle, you'll have to go for the digital things when you're in Ireland at the moment. There we go. Lovely. I do like that ribbon and that green card, and I think any topper at all you put on now is going to look stunning. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There we go. I think I did want it a little bit further over, but I've done it now. Right, I was wanting it so you could see the crisscross bit. Look, I've done it too thingy. My little fellas need trimming down again. I'll show you what I mean, because I'm a fussy so-and-so. I'll go with this, but it is not quite where I wanted it. So I would trim this down a bit more. I haven't had any buffering on mine, to be fair, as I have noticed. It has been very good. I'll just trim everybody slightly. So what I probably would like to do, I've done it now, is have that a bit smaller on a again, and then you've got that there. And if you wanted to, and you didn't want to do very much more, you could make your bow. Probably need to get your bow dabbers out, or I'm not very good at bows when I don't use things to help me. Got enough just about to make a bow out of it. I'm not doing a very good job of a bow, but you get a bow. That's a paling bow. Tell you what would be better. It'd be better if we did one of these where you just do that, and you just do that, and you just do that, and then you nip it in with what you've got. Just bear with me. That's just me making it very roughly. Get something else on there, and then you can put a ribbon on as well to make it look like a bow. Right, so if you want to go over the top with the ribbons, you could go for a bow. Yep, so that's an idea. Hopefully you can see that. That's one idea. What I thought I would do is see if I had any more options for decoration elements, and I did have. So Dawn has another kit I found online, which I bought. This is another kit I bought today. So this was a Christmas embellishments kit online, and I thought, oh, that's brilliant, because I've only put it onto copy paper, but again, it comes with, this is only 2 pages out of it. I'll have to have a look and I'll show you it on Tuesday properly, but it's got all the big poinsettia and different elements, and I thought they would be quite nice as well, cut out and used to decorate your card. So I mean, this is only paper. I'll do it really quickly. You'll see, quick sticks. Just go around it fast so you can see. And I have that in card. We could get this embellished up really nicely with, you know, all these lovely poinsettias as well, especially when I pick the poinsettia ribbon. So this is a kit worth having a look for in the digital section. I will put a link up for you later, but you could easily make a really nice big, you know, super duper display. You can get this printed out on some, either stick it onto cardstock or print it out on the thicker card, and you can get your, you know, your lovely little embellishments out of that and make some flowers. So that was something I just found that this afternoon. So I'll show you that on Tuesday as well. But for the minute, what we can do, I've got, let's see if these are any good. I made a couple of little poinsettia things up earlier on out of some card that I just had lying around. I don't know if they're going to be the right size or colour or whatever to go for on here. They may not look very good, so we can change our mind if we don't like them. Because I haven't had a play with this bit yet. We may want some of Dawn's flowers. Let's have a little look. This was just a Spellbinders thing of it. Oh, look at this gold. Should we go for something a bit more decadent? Some sparkly. There's some kits I've already bought, which I've not got any of tonight, but they're like some sparkly ones that Dawn had earlier, which I know some of you have already bought, some sparkle kits. So it could be that we could always go for a bit more of a floral decoration. I'm really just giving you lots of ideas at the minute. This has got a lot of bits up there. I'm going to get rid of them because it's not going to sit nicely on my card. If I wanted that in. A spruce thingy. Another little bit of a spruce thingy there. And these are some nice little flowers that we could put some glitter on. And they're like a little bit like a Christmas rose. So again, if you don't have these ones, which are in a previous kit from Dawn, I do think that the ruffled buttercup ones that we've had in the past are really good as well, and that's a really nice. I've coloured that a little bit with some ink to make it a bit more ivory rather than white, like creamy rather than white. But I did like those as well as an option, and I put glitter in it there. I've also got loads of little bits. I've got some gold bits here that I've cut out from a die set, so we could put some of these in. I think I'm thinking about another little floral display there, really. That's my kind of idea at the minute again. What do you think? Do we need a little floral display in the corner? If I have the little baubles, I could stick the little baubles in. Tell you what else we've got. We've got these little bells. Yeah, so this is where I just play. Not really, I hadn't planned this one so much. It was just the idea of using the ribbon as if it was like wrapping around the card and then having one of the toppers on, making it a big card. So this one didn't really get planned, but I feel like these are quite cute as well, the little bells. And I'm sure we had baubles from Dawn recently, didn't we? Those little bells would be cute if I could stick them together with some tape. Did I have baubles down in this box that's near me because they've not been around? Because that would be nice hanging down, wouldn't it? Oh. 2 seconds, I'm going to have a look, see if I've got a bauble anywhere. We'll go up there. There and just have a quick flit in this box. I haven't unpacked it fully, but I have a memory of it. I don't think I'm going to find them, so we're going to have to use the little I think we'll use those little fellas instead. I've got a tiny bit of stringy stuff that might do. Let's get a bit of string. What are you hoping that I want to demonstrate? Oh, I think you've been asking, haven't you? I know what you're going to say. I have not found it yet, Sarah. I know I've got one, but I haven't found it. That ultimate tool thing. when I find it, I'll put it on as a video on the thingy, on the YouTube. I'll do it like that. Some bells. Just get some string of some kind. Have a nice bit of gold thread if you had some. Just got a bit of random. That might be nice, and we could poke them in so that when your little card is made, it can stick out. Oh yeah, the string of lights. So in the same box together, which I haven't actually got, I think it's behind me, but it's now full of bits. I've got the string of lights and the baubles. So yeah, I would have done that. But actually, seeing as we've got these packs that we've been buying, we will use the bells. Why not? Looks like the little Santa bells. They actually jingle as well, so they're quite cute. There we go. I'm still here. That Patsy come back. Still going. It's a long live tonight. I'll lie in again tomorrow. I laid in this morning for a long time. So I'm hoping I'll do the same tonight, and then that'll make up for it. Right, I've got 3 little bells ready. Let's get a bit of sticking on going. Let's pop this on as well because we need that stuck on. And let's just make another display out of the flowers and such like. So some die cut elements and some of the elements from packs that we've already bought from Dawn. So get your sparkly packs out if you've got them. And then go through what we've got today, the ribbons and the extra embellishments. I'm hoping I've used them enough for you to see. I think I've done all right because I've sold a few, so hopefully that's helped. I do think that we need, look at that lovely gold card, this card. This is my lovely gold card. I love this, so I'm going to use this a bit more. And then all the shades of colour that I can get out of it when I put different inks on. So that's also worth getting if you haven't got it. Night, Patricia, thanks for joining us. So if I have sold a few of those, but I'll put them on again on Tuesday and we'll see if anybody wants any more. Thank you very much, everybody who is going to sleep, because it is late now, isn't it? And honestly, my table is just becoming a large pile of chaos. It is crazy, crazy here. I don't even think I'm going to be able to get my glue gun out because I've got no room on the table with all the stuff I've got everywhere. How does anybody, like Dawn has it all tidy when she's doing hers? So does Lorraine. I think I'm just a mess. I'm not a tidy person, am I? By the time I finish my lives, it's like a bomb site, and there's on the floor, there's all little bits of bits that I've thrown away. So my day tomorrow will just be sleeping in and then tidying up my mess and getting my table back together again. Honestly, I can't be the only one though who's like that, eh? Right, let's go. So we need to get our card on to the base. There we go, put that on there, and then we'll get some of the heavy body gel out to do these bits because I haven't got my glue gun on now. Heavy body gel Dawn also stocks. So this is the other thing I use if I'm not using my glue, to add my embellishments and such like on. So that, especially these big thick ones, they're quite good because they're quite 3D and huge. So I feel as if they will need something like a glue gun or a large bit of paste. Yeah, I feel as if, like, because I know you can only see so much on the screen anyway. I feel as if I've actually ended up with just like a little tiny area to craft in. All the bits I've been playing with, I've just like shoved all over. There we go. And then I can tuck, because I've got that loads of gel in there, I can tuck that one behind into the gel. Should be enough to grab it like that. Lost all my things because I've got such a lot of chaos going on here. I've opened up bags that I wasn't going to use. Craziness. Where's all these bits gone that I was going to stick on? We have another bit of gold underneath. Crazy lady. What a chaos going on here. Have that one under there as well. So I've got a couple of golds to mix in with my gold colour. And I really need a large poinsettia flower out of my Christmas collections that I don't have actually at the moment. I wonder if I've got any of my big ribbons anywhere that I could do. 2 minutes. Let's have another little recce over here. My Christmas stuff's all in the bottom of the cupboard under the stairs. But there might be a stray ribbon or two over here. These are the ones that are not put away yet. I don't think I've got a stray ribbon over there that I could use. If I'm lucky, I've got concessions in I have. The packet ribbon. Let's have a look. Oh my god. What on earth is she doing, Steve? What is she up to? Oh, let's go. Right, hang on a minute, everybody. I'm going to show you what I've got here. Going crazy. Right. This is what we're doing. You can't see. You can just see, what is she up to? What's she going to bring? Let me just do this and see if it looks any good or whether it looks rubbish. And then I'll show you. I'm keeping you in suspense for the minute. Right, I've got another ribbon which has got some more poinsettias on that I already had from Dawn. And I'll just cut it out. I'm going to put it on that gold background. Stick it on there. And see. Yeah, I have got some organisation going on in my life. There is a few bits organised. And before the live, I was very organised. Everything was ready. Everything was go. Don't know if I've put the wrong glue on there or not. Is it gonna dry clear? Let's hope so. It's not going to look right. Cut it out. I'm just using this card now as a little base for my ribbon. So I've cut a ribbon out, a flower out of a ribbon, which I'm sticking on a flower. I'm just doing ideas for you. I may not even use it. Ow, I've just cut my finger. That's all right, it's no blood. I'm always doing that. These scissors are so good. So we can also titivate up. We've got more ribbon there. It's a little bit of a different colour to, that's a bit of a wide ribbon, and I had a bigger one there, but it's a little bit of a darker colour than that one. But that's another idea. You can actually stick your ribbon onto card and cut it out. But no, that's not going to happen. So that's not going in. Let's just go back to my flowers I was using. Trim them down as small as I can get them without them falling apart. Grab the glue, stick them on. Do you know, I'm just having all these ideas coming to as I'm going, and then I need to just stop and do what I plan to do. This I hadn't actually planned, so that's why I think I'm ferrying around looking for other things, because I didn't have this one properly planned out in my head beforehand. So that always does help if you know what you're doing ahead of time. However, this is probably like all of you. You start doing one thing and then you think, oh, I wonder what that'll look like. Oh, I wonder what that'll look like. Let's have a little play. And it just gets a bit like, hey, what can we do? So let's go back to just doing these that we were doing before. And I was going to try and put the little bells, wasn't there, in the kit. And I had 3 little bells. And I've lost one of my little bells. 2 little bells. Make another little bell. I hope it's looking all right, seeing as I've I don't know what I'm doing at the minute, but I'm hoping that's just like all of you as well. You don't mind. Getting very late. There'll just be the late night owls before long. Everybody will be saying goodbye and watching on the rest of the catch up. I've still got a shaker card to go you. I'm going rogue. I'm just going crazy now, doing strange things with my cards. I'm putting them on little bits of string because I thought I want to poke them in, but I also want them to ding a little dangle. So I feel as if I would like to poke them in amongst these little flowers, but hopefully they'll make a little bit of a jingly jangly noise once they've stuck on. Just put some on me bluey bit there, and I can try to stick me rare. That's probably a bit long, that one. You right up there under that one. Let's hang them down there. So I could do with those little baubles. I think they'd look nice, especially because there's baubles on the tree, but I think we're all right at the minute with these little bells. We'll have a go with them. It's nice to use the elements that we've got for sale as well, isn't it? That's the whole point. Right, let me try and poke it in, this little fella. Poke it in you under there. Now the thing with this paste, this heavy body gel, is that I can move things for a while, and I should still stick. This little bell's not doing what I want it to do. There we go. So they're like a little cascade of bells, a little bit of a, there we go, a few of those, and I might have a fiddle again later like I normally do. Probably not finished, but I'm going to make it do. And then I'm going to get some glue, and what I should have done beforehand was titivate those edges up with the glitter that I've got. So I'm going to use the stickles instead, because now it's stuck on. I'm going to need to do it in situ. This is Unicorn, which has got a bit of green in. Yes, this is Heavy Body Gel off Dawn. It's another pen tart. So if you go in the pen tart section, I can look it up, and if you want to order any, tell me now and I'll I might have it on my phone. Hang on. If I go off the live, 2 seconds. Did I take a picture of it? I'm coming out of the live to have a look. Pentart mediums, snow paste. $5.99 is snow paste. No, I didn't put heavy body gel on. Varnishes, no. So actually, nope, I haven't got the price for that, but I can have a look. Maybe on Tuesday if you wanted, I'll have the price for you if you want me to order any for you. I can pop that on as well because it's quite handy. I'm just going to put a little bit of glitter around the edge of the leaves. This would have been more delicate with the glitter that I've got, but it'll still be all right with a bit of this. And I often like to put a bit on the centres as well. Once it actually dries in and sort of soaks in, it doesn't look as gloopy as it does just now. And of course this is better done beforehand, not when it's on the card, when you just suddenly decide that maybe you should have put a bit of glitter on it. There we go. And this is probably the one I would also be doing a load of little bits all over the lights on the car, on the tree where the lights are. There you go. Just put a few bits on there with the tree. Who's off to bed? Oh, thank you, Sam. Sam's put it up for you so you can have a little look. Yeah, the heavy body gel is on the web page. Jackie Jones, good night, Jackie. Thank you so much, Jackie, for helping me. And Joe, thank you. If you're going, and if you miss it on Tuesday, just watch on catch up. But thank you very much, Jackie, because you've helped me a lot tonight and done the lots for me. Thank you, Michelle, as well, for helping with the listing and keeping me on track with any of the sales I've got. So, yeah, the heavy body gel is another handy little thing. I wonder whether this yellow would be nice on the star because it's a bit more golden coloured. I might just go onto the bits that look really orangey. Yellow on there. I think this is not coming out. Oh, there it is. It is coming out. There you go. I'm trying to be delicate and then all of a sudden I've just been splodgy and made a bit of a mess, but it's fine. Very forgiving stuff, this. Anyway, I think that looks all right. Let me just put it on where I can see it on the screen. Blimey, Sam, I will be ordering. How much is it? Hang on a minute. Big pot. How much are the Sam? I'll put them on Tuesday. Maybe we'll get some sales. Yeah, just PM me, Joe. That's fine. I'll get the prices on, and we'll put the heavy body gel on Wednesdays, on Tuesdays thing, because I will probably be using it for other things as well. I'm struggling really to sort of see what I'm doing. I think this is where I just start to suddenly feel tired and I can't think and I can't speak. But I think that's all right. A big pot for $11.99. Yeah, I mean, my baby pot, that's 100 mils. It goes quite a long way, so it is good. But yeah, I think that's going to do for now because I'm not really quite with it at the minute. I've got for you, I did do a little shaker as well, another card, so I'm going to do that on Tuesday, and then hopefully on Tuesday night we can sell the shaker elements as well. Yeah, smaller ones only £5.99, big ones £11.99. So it's pretty good, isn't it? Right, so let's have a little recap, because I'm just getting tired and I think I might call it a night now. So lot one, we have the fabulous kit from Dawn, which we showed you at the beginning, Father Christmas, and we've got 11 sheets there of toppers. We've got 3 sheets of the smaller toppers, which is what I've used for the shaker card that I haven't had time to show you, but I'll show you on Tuesday with the other things. We've got 3 sheets of the large ones. There's 3 sheets of backgrounds, and then there was another sheet of the sentiments, and then there was the really large picture sheet that we've got, which I've put down somewhere, and I'll show you that one on Tuesday as well, because I'll finish off that card that I started to make. Then we've got the card pack, which was lot 2, which has got all the gorgeous colours in. We've used some of these with tonight. I've used some of the snowy one and some of the green one, and I will be carrying on using that for Tuesday night's selection as well, so that'll be available on Tuesday. And then we have the delicious Seasons greeting card, which can be coloured to any colour you like with your inks and your inks and whatnot. So I'll put that one on Tuesday for you as well. Then our embellishment packs. We've sold all the Christmas ribbon packs that were made up, but we can get more of those. So that's that pack. We've used something out of there. £2.49 for that ribbon set. The other set that we've got is this embellishment set. I've had all the bits out of here, so they're all over my table. We've got some bells, we've got some snowballs, we've got some flower soft, we've got some ribbon, we've got some, there's more in this, I've lost them all, they're all over my table. We've got shaker elements that we haven't used yet, which I'll show you on Tuesday. And we sold all of this ribbon pack, didn't we? So that one's gone. There's the flower soft in there. I have got more ribbon out of this one that I've been using. I'll show you the one we used. So the other ribbon that we've got in that Christmas embellishment set was this one and this one. And I've just put my finger in my stickles because it hasn't dried yet. But that's the other card that we made. Night, Patsy. Thanks for joining us. Thank you very much, Michelle. Thank you so much. Hopefully Dawn's gone to bed. Hopefully we've sold a few goodies and we've made 3 lovely cards. Don't really have room on my table. We can recap all the goodies on Tuesday. And the other cards that I had ready to make for you, I shall also finish off on Tuesday. I put my finger in there, put my hand in the stickles. That was the one at the beginning that we made as well, if anybody wasn't here. And I've tried to use a bit of everything from all the kits, so hopefully we have. And even the little bells on this one, listen. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Lovely. There you go. So we've made a few nice cards tonight. I've enjoyed it. We've sold a few things, so thank you very much, everybody. And we'll finish off the cards on Tuesday that we've missed. And I'll recap all of the goodies for you to buy on Tuesday as well that are left. And then we're going to have a little bit of fun on Tuesday. Ready, steady. Did you see that? Did you see that? And I'm busy doing some Gesserit tags. So we're going to do a bit mixed media tags. We're going to do the little surprise that I just gave you a little look at. That hopefully that will have you coming back on Tuesday night for some fun with the snowman and the Christmas tree collections, and finishing off from this one as well. But thank you so much. I think we've done quite well with selling. I'm pleased we've got a couple of sellouts as well. Did you see it? Is that too fast? I'm watching a bit behind on catch up on my phone now. So I'm talking to you and it's a bit fast. Is it too fast? There you go. So that's what we're doing on Tuesday. Right, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you to my helpers, Jackie and Michelle. Thank you, everybody, for shopping with me. Thank you for watching me craft. Oh, thank you so much. Anyway, I don't know. I think I'm losing it now. It was a candle, Louise. It was a candle. Yes, Tuesday, 7:30. So we've got candles and tags and cards. That's it. I can't even speak now. I've just lost it completely. Don't think the Christmas large cards are on the website. Mixed media. I've got all Christmas tree and I've got snowman that Dawn sent me ready because I've bought them anyway. So she sent me my digital ones through so that I could use them because I've already bought the paper things. Yeah, thank you everybody for joining me. Sweet dreams. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we've made some lovely little cards. I think they're very cute little fellas on this one. It's made me very happy doing that one. Loved using those little bits on here as well, and that gorgeous netting that we all then got carried away and bought tons of. Right. Well, I think if things are not quite on the website, she's had a lot to do. They'll come when she comes back. They'll all be there. And at the minute, we've got a few things that you can still be buying, and there's loads of collections. She's put some lovely digital ones on today, like I said, so have a little look at those as well. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to say good night and God bless. I'm not actually religious. I don't know why I said that, but some other people might be, so I'm more likely to give you a little heart like that or like that. And I'm rambling now because I'm tired. So thank you very much for joining me, and take care, everybody. I'll see you on Tuesday. Don't forget to look out for Lorraine on tomorrow. I do believe she's on tomorrow night. And yet, hopefully Dawn will get a good holiday. Thank you, Kerry. I can see you there as well. I don't think I said hello to you, so thanks for joining. Anybody that I've missed, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you to all of the people watching on catch up, and thank you and good night. That's it. I can do no more. I can do no more. Bye everybody. Take care. Good night.